It's Thursday Night Football on ICRC-TV Sports. We're avoiding rain clouds. We're avoiding COVID here, hopefully. We got the Raptors. We got the Vikings. Ryan McGahey alongside Mike McGahey. 24th annual Cincinnati Crossdown Showdown here. Last meeting between these two teams, August 26, 2011. Princeton won on the road, 40-33. Mike, keys of the game, what do you think?
Well, Anderson's going to have to crank it up. Expect a fast-paced, spread offense. Coach Dreyer, he told the Inquirer he expects at least 80 plays. That means this is going to him have what he wants, but he told the Inquirer it's going to have to be a high-scoring, fast-paced game if they're going to get his 80 plays in.
Looking over the other side with the Vikings, new coach Andre Parker, what are they hoping for?
Well, they have a lot of potential this year, and the main thing they're going to have to do is their offensive line is going to have to keep their quarterback comfortable and let him do what he needs to do.
Speaking of Princeton's quarterbacks, big news. Number 4 senior star Mekhi Lynn is out. Had a brace on his right wrist. TJ Engelman is in. Now, home player to watch. Who you got?
You got the wide receiver, Isaiah. He transferred in from Colerain, where he finished 4th in the GMC. Receiving yards, he did about 400 yards over the season, about 57 yards a game, and had a touchdown. He looks to be their main receiver this year.
Looking over at the Anderson Raptors, new quarterback.
That's who you got to watch, is that new quarterback, Griffin Skoll. He's got the height, looks like he has the arm in pregame, and they're just got to see what they can do.
He's replacing Jackson Kuhn, who accounted for most of the Raptors' offense last season. So it's going to be big shoes to fill for Griffin Skoll. Big shoes, big game. Coming up next here on ICRC-TV Sports. It's Thursday Night Football. We're dancing. We're happy. The Raptors are ready. The Vikings are ready. We got a juicy showdown coming up next on ICRC-TV Sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports. That's going to be a ball game. Princeton takes the match. Shot, goal!
Brings a tackle at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings!
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
The Vikings getting set to take on the Anderson Raptors, just about a minute away or so from kickoff here on a beautiful Thursday night. Sunny all day today. A couple clouds out west we're hoping to avoid or break up or go around us. The Vikings will get the ball first, Coach. So good to see that Viking offense being led, as we're told, by Coach Parker. That'd be TJ Engelman will be leading the Viking offense. It's like back deep for the Vikings, number 22, Caleb Clark Glover. Kicking off for the Raptors, number 20, Hayden Brook. Feels like it's been quite some time since high school football has been open to the general public.
I look for a deep kick here, Ryan. Pre-game, he was hitting some 45, 50-yard field goals.
High school football kicking off from the 40. It's a high kick. 3 Vikings converge on it. It's fielded by number 6, Riley Woods. It's tackled out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Kickoff was received by number 6, Riley Woods.
Take a look at that Princeton offense being led by...
Tackle was made by number 4, Pitts, for Anderson.
TJ Engelman. Across the line, number 75.
The Vikings will take over first down.
Number 52, Dirk Thomas. Number 51, Caleb Sparks Matthews. Phil Daniels, number 74. 71, Darnell Howard. Big line across that line there for the Vikings, Mike.
Yeah, they got some size to them. Looks like Anderson's going to go with 3 down linemen starting the game. Playing more linebackers and safeties, trying to counter their speed.
The Vikings start off in the gun. It's Engelman with Bolden next to him. It's a handoff to Bolden. Straight up the middle. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Stopped by number 22, Max Molenkamp.
Tackle made by number 3.
Here's your Viking offense.
Anderson. Second down for the Vikings.
Figure to see a few different faces in the backfield for the Vikings. They warmed up for about 4 different quarterbacks, so we'll have to see if they stick with Engelman all night or if they have maybe a hot hand. Engelman keeps it. Big hole to the left side. He's up past the 40, 45 to the 48-yard line.
By number 5, P.J. Engelman.
Big pick up there by Engelman.
That gives you a Viking first down.
That's what we talked about before the game. They wanted their line to control the line of scrimmage, and they gave him a hole on that left side. And with the 3 down lineman, he just used his speed and put up about 15 yards on him.
Number 9, Amani Steele, lines up now in the backfield next to Engelman. He takes the carry. He follows a big pull there by number 77, Phil Daniels.
Anderson seems to be filling up the middle fairly good.
That one was by number 9,
like they
Amani
don't
Steele.
shut it down, some trouble outside, right? Princeton's doing a good job of reading their defense. Or if you notice what they're doing, they're waiting for the coach to call when their plays. He's wanting to see their defensive set before he calls it.
Anderson's in a 3-3-5 defensive set. Engelman on a keeper. He slides through a little crack in the defense. Picks up another 12 yards. Could see a lot of this tonight.
Tackle made by number 17.
Take a look at the Anderson Raptors defense.
And that gives you another Viking first down.
Linebackers. Defensive line and defensive backs. Bolden's back in. It's a pass. It's Riley Woods.
He's gone.
He's gone in the end zone, folks. Touchdown. First pass for Engelman, but we might have some laundry on the field here. We got a flag.
There is a flag on the play.
And we're going to get a hold. That's what broke him.
The flag is holding against the Vikings.
That's most likely going to be your outside receiver at the top of the field there, Coach.
That was the block that they were watching. And that's, like you said, that's the block that broke him free for the touchdown.
So, right there,
see him grabbing the jersey, took him to the ground, yeah.
So it's from the spot, which looks like it was 10 yards downfield, so it's
still
first and 10.
10.
One big difference for high school football is most of those holding penalties are from the spot. Engelman keeps it up the middle. Gets tackled by the head. Looks like a little headlock maneuver there by number 10
that
for
one was by the quarterback, P.J.
Wyatt Holt.
Tackle made by number 10, Holt, for Anderson.
Engelman picks up another 5. With the exception of the first run, everything that Engelman has done, it seems like there's nothing there, and he just slips through.
He just needs a little hole.
Little jet sweep here. It's Riley Woods. He tries to cut back. Wyatt Holt's all over it. So is number 17, Brody Foley.
That one was by number 6, Riley Woods.
It's going to be a no gain. Bring up 3rd and 5
tackle
for the
made by number 10,
Raptors.
Holt. 3rd down.
That's a jet sweep. He goes in motion. He gives him the ball around the end. There was nothing there. He tried to cut it back and wound up coming up the middle for no gain. As I said, it seems like the middle of our defense we're having trouble getting up the middle. I would look for them to either throw or run again outside on this. Michigan been getting their yardage yet.
He's got Woods in motion. Hands it to Money Steele up the middle. Steele's going to be close. He might have it by a yard.
By number 9, Imani Steele. And after that run, that gives you another Viking first down.
What they did was fake the jet sweep and then gave it to the fullback or tailback up the middle.
Tackle was made by number 3.
Great thing is they don't even have to fake it, just the motion of Riley Woods coming across holds those linebackers just long enough. This is Bolden now. He gets stood up in the backfield, tries to shed a tackle, but a host of Raptors there to bring him down.
Number 1, Maurice Borden, tackled in the backfield by a host of Raptors. Second down for the Vikings.
You just had a lineman stand up, and you had the defender beat him to the inside and wound up getting a tackle in the backfield.
So tailback for the Vikings, you'll see, looks like a combination of Bolden, who's in right now, and Amoni Steele, who we seen just a minute ago on that first down run. There's Woods in motion. This time they'll fake the jet sweep. Engelman, great play on the backside there by number 22, Max Mullenkamp.
Yeah, Mullenkamp done his job that time. He stayed home and turned the play in and made the tackle.
That's what any coach is looking for their backside defense.
With the tackle. Third down for the Vikings.
Anderson staying with their 3-man front.
Yep. 3rd and 12 here. Borden's in the backfield alongside Engelman. He's going to throw. It's Harris. They're trying to hook and lateral there. Harris was going to pitch that to Borden. He was going for the hook and ladder.
The hook and ladder is where they throw it to the
watch as he hitches here. He's about to pitch it. Watch it.
And he would have lateraled it, but number 10 was in the way and would have knocked it or intercepted it.
I don't even think Wyatt Holt knew what he was doing there. He just happened to be there.
Here comes the first 4th down play of the game.
Yeah, 4th and about 6, maybe 7. Got a timeout called by Anderson.
Timeout on the play. Fans,
so Dreyer saw something there he didn't like. Andre Parker, we were watching, he has 2 kickers on the Princeton Viking team. Didn't look like they quite have a leg from here. From here, it would be about a 41, 42-yard field goal. It seemed like during pregame, they were hitting about 35 yards.
Correct. Now, the other side of it, Anderson, their kicker was hitting about 45 to 50. And Princeton's kicker was hitting around 32 to 35.
So that means we're out of the range here for the Vikings, which means 4th and 7, they got to go for it. Coach Andre Parker there in the middle of the huddle, coming over his first year, replacing Mike Daniels. Of course, Parker, famous for his days at Winton Woods for the last 10 years, compiled an overall record of 77-30. Winton Woods, of course, beat Princeton here in 2014, 2015.
Now you got 4th and 6. You think you'll pass Ryan, or?
We'll have to see. Looking at Engelman possibly running, using his feet.
That coach wanted to see what they're doing on defense after that timeout. Now they're calling into play.
Pressure's quick. Engelman rolls. He throws. Jump ball in the end zone.
Pass from Engelman was incomplete.
Good defense by Anderson. Anderson will take over at the 24. Things could have gone better there for the Raptors defensively.
No, they actually got pressure on him and made him throw it quicker than he wanted, and that's the reason he just threw a desperate ball down in the end zone, hoping that his receiver would out-jump him.
Let's look at it there. Harris tried to high point that ball. 2 Raptors defenders in the area. Here's a second look. Just quite couldn't get there.
It looks like Princeton's going to go with the 4-man front, more of your 4-2, what they call 4-2-5 defense here.
Scout.
Quick slant.
He throws. It's incomplete.
Hit the ground.
Pass from the quarterback.
Anderson spread out 5 wide there.
Intended for number 8, Havens.
Oh, he meant full spread apparently. That you're Ryan 5 wide. He's trying to get his 80 plays.
Absolutely. He's going to go empty. Got a stoppage here by the officials. Looks like they're trying to fix a clock issue. It is 5:55 on the clock. Princeton brings pressure right up the middle. Scout tries to scramble. Nothing going on there. It'll be 3rd and 10.
That was the quarterback, number 11, Scoff.
Yeah, I think Scoff missed
by number 15.
his crossing pattern. It was open over on the left side.
Well, you ask any defensive coordinator, coach, team's going to run 5 wide against you. What do? You send at least 6, right?
Yep.
Good route ran there by number 6 for Anderson. Evan Upchurch, but throws a little far.
We got 4th and 10, so do you think Punson has 80 plays? It don't look like it right now, does it?
We'll see. Could be a possible snap and quick kick by Scoff here, or Dreyer might be one of those coaches that doesn't like to punt. It's a quick kick. And he gets a good roll. Nice punt by Scoff. It's going to roll all the way down to the 20.
The ball is down at the 20-yard line. The Vikings will take over.
56-yard punt there after the roll.
It's good that he's got a quarterback that also can kick the ball, because he's got an option there. If he sees somebody open, he can throw it. If not, he just quick kick it.
You know, anytime I see a team 4th and 10 or more in their own territory lining up on 4th down to go for it, my mind immediately thinks quarterback's quick kicking.
There you go.
Especially if you see the defense not send anybody back on the return, as you saw Princeton there. So the Vikings back out on offense. Got a new face out there at running back next to Engelman.
Anderson was showing a blitz and moved, and it caused somebody to jump, it looks like.
And it's going to be a false start on Princeton.
Flag on the play, false start against the Vikings. Got to move him back a little bit.
24 for the Vikings in the backfield. That's Lugo Flowers.
They're still staying with 3 men front. Now they're just bringing their linebackers to the outside.
Engelman on the run. He's held up by, looked like, number 5.
Coach went back to the play that got him all the yardage his first drive. He tried to run his quarterback outside. Anderson answered by blitzing their outside linebackers.
That was Casey O'Toole.
O'Toole for Anderson.
That's a big loss there, a big play by the defensive end. Outside linebacker, perhaps. We'll see if Engelman throws here. 2nd and long. He's going to try to keep it and get outside. He gets a block. He picks up about 7 or 8 yards.
Number 5, T.J. Engelman.
Well, their best play right now has been Engelman running around the end.
3rd down for the Vikings.
On that replay, the defensive end linebacker, their number 10, instead of attacking, he stopped. And when he stopped, Engelman was able to beat him outside.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Vikings.
Yeah, we really haven't seen the receiver yet, have we?
No. He got a hold earlier on a touchdown run. Borden's in the backfield, Flowers in motion. He fakes it to Borden. Good block there. Engelman might take this to the house if he can cut back in. He does. He's at the 30. 25, 20, 15. He might get caught here at the 5-yard line. He's in for the touchdown. He reaches in with his right hand. Touchdown, Vikings. Engelman takes it 79 yards to the house.
That big run was by number 5, T.J.
Coach stayed with what was working.
Well, he caught a big block
Went
out
off
on the
tackle
edge and
left.
sprung him.
Yep. It hasn't been around the end. It's actually been off tackle where he's got his big yardage.
This is Cole Walker in for the point after try. There's some talk up here in the press box that there may have only been 10 Vikings on the field for that touchdown run. It makes it even worse. That's one of those, if you're an Anderson coach and you're watching film, you just go, oh, no.
Well, apparently he was missing from the other side of the field, not this one where it's from, right?
Cole Walker kick is up and
Extra point is
good.
by number
7-0
46,
Vikings.
Cole Walker with 3:32 in the first quarter left.
3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Let's take a look at this touchdown. Big
There's
block
a
right
block
there,
right
number
there on the tackle.
75.
Opened it up, and then
There's
also
some
on
credit
the
out to Yash
linebacker.
Younger.
Skyline Chili serves a fresh hot 3-way.
And then this effort just here at the end.
To order. Make sure
Watch
to
Riley
stop by
Woods here.
your
Great
neighborhood
effort
Skyline
by
Chili
22 on the
way
defense.
home from
Mullenkamp.
tonight's
Watch
game
this
and all
right there.
season long. Feeling good?
Stretch with
It's
the right hand.
Skyline time.
Breaks the plane before his knees down and before he loses control of the
Princeton
ball.
fans can now watch the Vikings live with Flow Sports. Please visit the athletic website to see details on how you can catch all the action this season. Let's get social. Vike Nation. Are you following at Vike Nation on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram? Follow us for the latest Viking sports news.
So now we'll get to see Cole Walker for the Vikings kick it off to the Raptors. Back deep for the Raptors is number 6, Evan Upchurch. Upchurch will take it from the 7. He's got a couple blocks. He had a little seam there. He gets tripped up.
Kickoff was received by number 6,
Great play.
Upchurch. Tackle made by number 10.
By number 10, Justin Wimpy.
Anderson will take over first down.
Good to see the spread offense for the Anderson Raptors again.
Yeah, actually, I think he's going to put it back in the backfield. Going trips to this side.
We got trips to the near side. Quick handoff up the middle.
That run was by number 2 for Anderson.
Brody Berg is on the carry. Number 2 for the
Tackle
Raptors.
made by number 35, Jalen Stoker. Second
Of
down
course, the
for
Raptors,
Anderson.
they're replacing a lot of production on both sides of the ball.
Now they went to empty. Full spread.
Scoff is back to throw.
That was
He
tipped.
had a man, but it's tipped. You know, but they're replacing Jackson Kuhn,
Pass
who
from number
who
11
had his hand
Scoff
in
was
on
incomplete.
42 of 53 offensive touchdowns last year. And Andrew Williams had over 1,000 all-purpose yards,
Broken up
13
by number
touchdowns, both of
15,
them gone.
Anas Lukman.
Lots of shoes to fill on the Anderson offense.
Third down for Anderson.
3rd and 7 here. It's a screen, and it's well read by the Vikings.
Pass was incomplete. Intended for number 6, Upchurch.
It's intended
Broken
for
up by number
Upchurch,
10,
broken up by
Justin Wimpy.
A.J. Nunley.
Fourth down for Anderson.
Actually, that was Wimpy on the pass
Wimpy.
breakup, yeah. 4th down here. Vikings still not sending anybody back, so let's see if they'll go for it or if they'll quick kick it. Upchurch in motion out of the backfield. He's going to go for it. And that's a good pass there, right on target. It's number 13, Joey Faulkner for the Raptors. Got a flag after the play. Might be a little extracurricular activity by the Vikings.
Faulkner.
He may have called it on Anderson.
I think it's going to be on the Vikings. He kept trying to rip the ball out after the play.
I seen number 6 get up and kind of pushing.
So the Vikings are going to get 15 more here.
Well, I guess on that first time they punted, he seen a one-on-one matchup that he liked and decided this time on 4th to throw it.
Yeah, he probably could have called for a little bit of interference as well on the Vikings here. And here's your extracurricular activity there on the ground, trying to rip the ball out. Once he's down, it plays over.
Yes, I seen number 6 pushing his head into the ground.
And now
they are. They're taking Anderson.
It. Now they're going back to Anderson.
That was the extracurricular activity.
The personal foul was against Anderson. 15 yards.
So we still believe it. I mean,
you're allowed to try to.
I think it'll still be 1st and 10.
You're allowed to try to steal the ball. It was extracurricular. It was that Anderson, number 6, pushing the Vikings helmet in the ground.
So we'll still have first and 10. It's first and 10. It's a dead ball penalty.
First down for the Raptors.
5 wide again. They got Vikings to come across. I'll get 5 yards back.
Flag on the play, encroachment against the Vikings. Still first down for the Raptors.
Fake a run. He had an inside screen set up, but he just couldn't get the ball, the throw off. Looks like number 9 for Princeton.
Number 44.
Or number 8 for Princeton.
It just took too long to develop. They were too quick on our defensive line. They was on him before he could even get the screen off.
Marquise Grace Humphrey. 2nd and 11 for the Raptors. Throws a little high.
Pass from the quarterback, Scoff.
Griffin Scoff is not off to a great start here. He had a good throw on 4th down, but otherwise, everything's been a little high or a little overthrown. Third and 11.
You think it has to do with his mechanics or just first game jitters to start the quarterback?
I think first game jitters on the road. Prime time on Thursday night. Another screen set up and throws just way off target.
Was incomplete.
That was way behind him.
Number 6.
He's backpedaling, which he needs to do on a screen, but he's got to lead his man and dump that ball over the defensive lineman.
They're saying 2:02.
2:02. We'll be able to on the clock. On the field trying to get this situated, waiting for that scoreboard to fire up. Folks to our right that are running that scoreboard, saying, giving the thumbs up, saying we're good to go. So hopefully we'll get back to play here in a minute. Another interesting decision for Evan Dreyer over there at the Raptors. 4th and 11. He's already shown he's willing to go for it on 4th. Coach, what are you doing?
He has to go for it here.
All right, we're back in business.
Try to stay in the game, and he's done showed he's going to go for it when he was on his own 35 to 38-yard line, so there's no difference here. He's actually on their side of the field, so he's going for it.
You wouldn't try to pin them down in their own territory, play a little defense? So far, they have not really played well defensively against the Vikings, to be fair.
Well, that's the reason I think he's going to try to keep the ball if he
Right
can.
here, 4th and 11.
But then to the flip side, now if you don't convert here, you give the Vikings the short field. We'll see what they do. Scoff will have Upchurch in the backfield behind him. He's got 2 stacked at the top and the bottom. They're going for it. He's got Upchurch right down the middle. He came out of the backfield. No one picked him up.
The pass was complete to number 6.
Well, it just looks like kind of attacking the seams there.
Well, what happened is their coaches up top seen that they were umbrelling their defense about towards the outside boundaries, leaving the middle open.
Quick slant here inside. Scalf's on target for that one. Number 8.
That pass from number 11, Scarf, was complete to number
Miles
8.
Havens.
Havens. 2nd down for Anderson.
2nd and 5. Scalf looking to set up another screen. This one's set up, but the receiver can't keep his balance, and it's well read by number 22.
That pass from Scarf was complete to number 15.
Caleb Clark Glover.
Casey.
Going to have about
Number
3rd
22,
and 2 or 3.
Caleb Clark Glover on the tackle.
His quick passing game seems to be going good right now.
It
Little
had
short,
been,
quick passes.
been a little off earlier. It's better now. He's got Upchurch in the backfield with an H-back in front of him. It's number 17, Brody Foley.
Well, what you're seeing is they're seeing the defensive setup. He looks at the sideline. The coach gives him which play to call, and then he calls it.
He hands it to Upchurch. Upchurch needs to just get north and south, a little too much east and west. Looks like he might have got it.
That was number 6, Upchurch on the run. 1st down for Anderson. Tackle made by number 10.
And they're up on the ball, ready to go immediately. Trips to the near side.
Now they call a timeout.
Princeton's going to take a timeout there. I think they saw something.
Timeout
Coach Parker saw
Vikings.
something he didn't like with his defense. Didn't look like.
If you're looking for a physician, did you know Mercy Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is the official sports medicine partner for Princeton? Find out more
It's great
at
to see
mercy.com.
student sections back. Got a student section on both sides
Fans,
of the
be sure
field.
to visit
Anderson's got their students out. Princeton
for all
has
your
their students
stats,
out.
standings, and scores from around
You
the
didn't get to
league.
see that last year. That was one thing that was missing. Most places didn't have the bands last year, the
Once again,
cheerleaders.
fans, we appreciate your help, that you pitch in and do your part.
It's
Keep
like it's
our
back to
stadium
normal
tidy,
football
place your
almost.
trash,
It feels like a
leave
normal-
receptacles that are
well, except for
located
it's
throughout
Thursday
the
night.
stand.
Right, Thursday
Remove
night,
concession
stands are
stand
full, a lot of people in it.
I was about to say it feels like I
Bands.
was about to say it feels like normal Friday night lights, but you know it's Thursday night
Thursday,
lights.
yeah, you're right.
Of course, Friday night football will be back in full swing in the Tri-State tomorrow.
First down
Games
for Anderson.
everywhere. Scalf will keep it up the middle. Hit pretty hard there by number 11.
That run was
A.J.
by number
Nunley.
11 Scout. Met by number 11, A.J. Nunley. Second
Dreyer
down.
wants to get
We're
as
coming
many.
to close the end of the first quarter
Well,
to see if Dreyer wants to get a play off or he's going to let the clock
If he's
run
trying to
out.
get 80 plays per game, he's going to try to get another snap off here. And they do. It's a quick slant. Upchurch.
Touchdown.
That pass from number
Scoff
11
to
Scout
Upchurch.
was complete to number 6
Just a quick
Upchurch.
slant on the
That's a
inside.
touchdown for Anderson.
Princeton secondary looking, shrugging shoulders. Hands up. Who had him? Who was that?
Well, they got off the quick outs and the screens and started running slants and over the middle passes, and that's what's working for Anderson right now.
Hayden Brook on for the point after try.
Extra point
So
is
here
good
at the
by
end of the
number
first
20.
quarter, the Raptors
Brook.
come back and tie it. We thought at the beginning this showdown might be a little dry, but so far, at the end of the first quarter, it is indeed juicy. Raptors 7, Vikings 7. Second quarter coming up next.
If you are a member of the Anderson and Princeton student sections, you have all won a free cheese coney coupon. We give you at your neighborhood Skyline Chicken, along with some special style cheese and we are proud to have you back in the state.
Three.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Welcome to Viking Voices, the people of Princeton.
Here today, Hall of Fame students in a Hall of Fame school.
As always, go Vikes!
Welcome back here for start of the second quarter. Ryan McGahey, Mike McGahey, Coach Mac as we call him. Coach, 7-7 first quarter.
Yeah, turned out to be a really good first quarter after they got it kind of figured out what they wanted to do, and they're just testing each other a little bit, seeing what they think they have open. And it'd be interesting here in the second quarter if they can exploit it and put some more points on the board.
Only Princeton eating it up on the ground, had 11 carries for 130 yards in that quarter. Anderson's going to have to stop that running game if they want to have any hope here. Here's Riley Woods. He tries to spin out of one tackle. He does. Can't spin out of a second one. He's down at the 24-yard line, maybe 25. And that's where the Vikings will take over. Of course, Engelman led the Vikings, had 7 carries for 119 yards in the first quarter.
That's what I was going to say is that Engelman's had almost all of their yardage. And if Anderson wants to slow him down, they're going to have to figure out how to stop him from going off tackle.
Riley Woods, the leading receiver, 2 for 9. 2 catches, 9 yards.
We're seeing a passing game from Anderson versus the running game from Princeton right now.
Here's Engelman looking to throw. It's a little bubble to Harris. Good block that time by Myers. Picked up about 8 yards. Harris steps out.
To number 7, Rodney Harris Jr.
That's just a quick pass to the outside, trying to get a block and pick up yardage for him. His turn throw. And he's hoping he gets a block. He can beat one person. If he got a block down there, if he did, he gets up about 7, 8, 10 yards. They're showing trips now, Princeton does.
And off the middle to Borden. Borden runs hard. About 8, 9 yards. He's got a Viking first down at the 47.
And after that run, that gives us another Viking first down.
Promise you, it's just a first down.
Anderson's back, they're running a 3-man front trying to bring the outside linebackers up. There is from the outside to the wide side of the field, another quick pass.
Yeah, Engelman trying a quick throw here.
That pass from P.J. Engelman was incomplete, intended for number 2.
Have Meyer on a hitch.
Isaiah Myers. Second down for the Vikings.
Meyer wanted it to the outside shoulder. Engelman threw it to the inside shoulder. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Both teams, the coaches are signaling into plays after they see what the defenses are running up against.
Borden's in the backfield next to Engelman. He'll take the handoff. Works through 4 or 5 yards.
Hard run by
Boy, both Borden and Engelman, it seems like they don't need anything. Just give them a little sliver of a seam, and they can pick up positive yardage.
No, that's where they tell their offensive lineman just to turn him. Give me a hole, give me a crack. He'll get through there. He's trying to attack the middle of it because they only got somebody over the nose and one linebacker in that formation they're running.
There's Borden on the outside. Stiff arm, 2 stiff arms. He's got a first down. Another 8 yards here. This drive so far is mostly all Maurice Borden.
First down.
After they went up the middle, tried to suck the defense in, and they just sent a handoff around the side and see if they could go ahead and seal the edge, which they get some yardage out of it.
Left tackle has been the backfield. I'm surprised Be surprised if they don't call it. He wants Myers long. He has him. Myers catches it down at the 1 yard line.
That pass from T.J. Engelman was completed.
Engelman went long there, using the size of Isaiah Myers.
That gives us another Viking first down.
Little pump fake.
He faked the short route and then went deep on him, and he had a step and was able to free himself open to catch it.
Down at the 1. Steals in the backfield next to Engelman. And moves Steele over to the right side.
They looked at the sideline. Coach told him to move him over to run the opposite side.
And if Steele walks into the end zone for a Viking touchdown, make it 13-7. 10:08 on the clock in the second quarter.
That 1 yard run for a touchdown was by number 9, Imani Steele. Extra point on the way.
Inside zone run. Defense this whole drive was focused on Engelman, so he just kept handing it off. Walker's in the kick, but we got a whistle. And they're going to send 77 off. PAT by Cole Walker is up and good.
Is good by number 46, Cole Walker. And with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter.
So good drive there by the Vikings, really just kind of pounding the ball,
Anderson Raptors
working on that read, and then you hit the big pass to Myers. Nothing that Anderson could do to stop it. We'll go back to that long pass to Meyer. Good clean pocket for Engelman to step up in.
And that's what the coach was talking about, was they wanted his quarterback to feel comfortable when he threw the ball. That's giving him time to throw it, which they did.
Going back to the keys of the game, keeping that quarterback comfortable. Walker will get set to kick. Upchurch is back to receive.
We would like to take this opportunity and thank our Viking alumni for their support of Princeton Athletics. Welcome back, Vikings.
Well, he was done on that drive. He was running the ball enough to where that he was having a linebacker step up and trying to stop the run, where he got a one-on-one matchup that he wanted, on his main receiver, and was able to use it, get a touchdown.
Walker, a short kick to the left. It's going to bounce and roll out of bounds. That'll give the Raptors the ball on the 40-yard line.
Anderson will take over first down.
From the first quarter, an interesting stat is that Anderson had 5 rushes for 3 yards.
Looks like.
And they had 75 yards passing.
Anderson may be elected to
take the penalty.
Make them re-kick.
A re-kick.
It's an interesting choice there because they go get the ball on the 40. So let's see how much of a difference this makes. They would have got the ball on the 40 after that kickoff there. Went out of bounds. Kicker's trying to spot it at the 40. You got to take it back 5 yards, young man. You got to kick that from the 35 this time. So here we go. We're kicking it again. Cole Walker from 35 this time. And he puts a good boot into this one. Upchurch is going to take it from the 12. Unless he gets a good block here, he's not getting anywhere near where they would have been had they just taken the penalty.
Yeah, that return was by number 6 for Anderson, Upchurch.
By that, what, lost 17 yards?
I believe it's the 40-yard line. It could be the 35. I'm pretty sure it's the 40. Either way, you know, if it's 35, you lost 12 yards. If it's the 40, you lost 17.
And number 99, P.J.
Interesting
Nelson.
choice by Dreyer to try to make him re-kick. But if the spread offense is as successful as it was on their previous drive, it may not matter. Let's see what Griffin Scalf has in store. You got quads down to the near side of your screen here, the bottom part of your screen. Backside pressure, he doesn't see it, but he gets the throw off, and it's right. It's a good throw. Right in Upchurch's hands, but he couldn't bring it in.
Incomplete, intended for number 6.
They went right back to working those slant routes across the middle.
Broken up by number 10, Justin Wimpy.
Wimpy broke it up.
Second down.
Pressure off the
for
edge.
Anderson.
Looked like number 15, Anas Luckman. Upchurch is back in the backfield now. He's in motion. Immediate pressure. Scalf steps up. He's got a man down the seams. Number 8 there.
Pass was completed to number 8.
Miles Havens.
That gives Anderson a first down.
What happened is by him starting to run, it pulled a defender up and it left his man open.
It's a great job by Scalf to step up in the pocket and make a clean throw. Quick throw to the outside.
There's
Nice
that one
move.
block. There's the one block you need.
That looks like Upchurch again. He had the touchdown earlier. That's 2 for Upchurch. What a juke.
Was completed to number 6, Upchurch.
Talking about earlier, that quick out pass like that. Always doing is looking for one good block, and Anderson got it that time.
Somebody might need their angles checked after that one. That's what you hope for with those quick throws, is you get that one-on-one opportunity, and you just need your guy to make a move.
Either miss him or the other receiver out there get a block, and he's gone.
Here it is. There's the
See,
block.
there's the block,
There's the
there's the
move.
move.
There's the broken ankles. Brook is on for the point after. Up and good. 14-14.
He put that one out in the street, I think, Ryan.
Number 20, Brook.
Onto the track at least.
That was a good kick.
Well, Coach Mack, buckle your seatbelts.
I think if this continues, I think somebody's going to hit their 80 plays they wanted.
Well, folks, it's a dream come true.
Congratulations
The Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown. And guess what? Just arrived in the press box. It's Skyline Chili Cheese Curds.
Paris is a junior on the tennis team.
When you're feeling good and hungry, it's Skyline time.
Second singles.
Does that mean you're going to stay on the air or you're done?
I'm done. I'm out of here.
First singles.
Gotta give me some cheese conies.
He fired a 37 to finish runner-up at the Reading Invitational to begin the season. Congratulations to our Princeton athletes.
It's all you from here, Coach.
Well, at least bring me back one, will you?
Yeah, I'll save you one.
All right. Looks like it's starting to be the shootout. They were
Yeah, as
talking
I
about
said,
possibly happening.
buckle in.
Both teams have the opportunity to score quick and fast.
Looks like maybe Steele is back deep. Riley Woods is one of the upmen. It's going to be Steele from the 11-yard line. Takes it right up the middle. That's my kind of kick returner, north and south.
Straight down the field.
Yep. That's what a running back does for you.
That return was by number 9, Imani Steele.
It's going to be interesting to see what Princeton does. Are they going to go back to running the ball and trying to pull them up and get their one-on-one matchup?
Well, it's going to depend on the adjustments that the Raptor defense makes.
The only adjustment I've seen them make so far is that 3-man down front is bring their outside linebackers up.
Well, that's the beauty of a read offense. You know, Engelman's killing them in the first quarter. So Raptors make the adjustment, say, hey, let's start focusing on Engelman. And then now you just hand the ball off the running back, and he takes care of most of it, and then you have the big 50-yard pass play.
Yeah, it looks like he's keeping his outside linebackers back. Now he's bringing them up.
Lugo Flowers in the backfield, fake it.
There's the off tackle.
Engelman keeps it.
Engelman.
In crashed in on the carry, so Engelman kept it.
What they did was in the first quarter, they started trying to go outside, but the defensive end was stopping it. Where he's picked up all of his yardage, Engelman has his off tackle. They're getting a good block on the end, kicking him out, and leaving that tackle hole open. And part of that is because they're running a three-man front, and there's nobody in the three gap. They're down over the tackles.
He's looking to throw another bubble. Catch and block. Catch by number 16.
Was completed.
Well, I guess that's his brother, Jaleel Engelman.
To number 16.
I'll take a gamble that it's at least his cousin, not his brother.
Number 17 on the tackle for Anderson, and that gives us another Viking first down.
Vikings with a first down right at the 50-yard line.
The Vikings are all looking over the sideline. The coach is signaling in his place.
Ooh, Engelman's in trouble, tries to avoid it. Gets the ball stripped out. That looks like it's recovered by the Vikings.
Football on the play, but it's recovered by the Vikings.
Or there were 3 Raptors in the backfield on him immediately.
Can't tell.
All 3 of the defenders.
I don't know if that was a broken play or he was just pulled it on a read to run it and it didn't work for him because, I mean.
I think he just made the wrong read there.
Because that fake handoff, nobody fell for it and they was all on top of it.
Steals back in the backfield. It's a middle string picked off. It's going the other way. Good tackle there by Engelman using his body. Casey O'Toole intercepts this attempted screen. And the Raptors going to start here with a very short field.
Their sideline's fired up, momentum's changing on a play like that. Now you got the ball at their almost 25-yard line, short field.
Coach is talking to Engelman right now, saying, "Hey, you gotta see that. Here it is. You throw that middle screen, you really got to get it up and over that.
You got to get it up and over the line.
This is a great angle right here. See how the ball's just not high enough."
And again, he wasn't to be the starting quarterback. He had an injury.
Yeah, he's filling in for Mekhi Lynn. So far, he's been filling in very well, except for that one play.
We'd like to see it. When he come off this here, the coach pulled him right on the field. I'm talking to him and tried to coach him up. Here we go, empty backfield again.
Scout. He's got up. Oh, he had Upchurch. He ends up going short and checking it down to Santos Alvarez.
Pass from Scoff was completed.
He had Upchurch
to number 1.
Right down the seams in the end zone, wide open.
Well, Princeton's defense is rushing hard to the outside, leaving
22, Glover.
The quarterback room to step up in the pocket.
Upchurch is in the backfield now next to Scout.
Had trouble with the clock and getting it reset at 7:49 to match the officials on the field.
Fans, just a reminder to the fans, there are concession stands on both sides. There are concession stands on both sides.
All right, he's going empty backfield again.
Back to throw. A little wide on that one.
Pass from Stoke is incomplete. Intended for number 1, Alvarez.
Third and 5 here for the Raptors. He only huddles with the lineman. I love it. 5 wide. Watch Upchurch here in the slot. Bad snap. He's able to get rid of it and throw it to Alvarez. That'll bring up 4th and 5. Now you got the leg here.
That was close. Him getting outside the pocket. He just kind of got rid of that.
But you have the leg here with the kicker. Are they going to kick it or not?
4th down.
Here it comes.
Yes, that's what I said before the game. He was hitting about 45, 50 yards, and they're going to try at least almost 40 on this one.
Yeah, and Anderson, I was just looking at the play clock. It was already down under 25 before they made that decision. So they got to take a timeout here to get it set up.
Timeout, Anderson.
Like I said, on his last extra point, he almost hit the fence to the street out there. He put it over to the stands in the back of the end zone and out over the track. He showed in pregame he can hit about 45 yards if he needs to.
www.viknation.org.
See what Hayden Brook has in store here.
Don't forget, stop by your neighborhood Skyline Chili today.
See if they do indeed kick it. They might break this huddle out of this timeout here and decide to go for it, or maybe Dreyer has something trick up the sleeve here.
ICRC-TV. Fans can watch a playback of the season opener by visiting www.ICRC-TV.com.
I see different players on defense.
And Cincinnati Bell channels.
He's looking for him to kick it.
Yep, and indeed, Hayden Brook is out there. It's on the right hash. Ball's at the 19. She'll make this about a 36-yard field goal attempt. Anderson is short. He didn't have
enough players.
They almost wasted another timeout there. Kick is down. It's up. It's long enough.
It's good.
Good.
And the field goal for Anderson is good.
Good little weapon to have there if you're the Anderson Raptors.
And with 7 minutes and 24 seconds in the second quarter.
Well, both teams show the ability to score quick. You know, field goal at the end of this could make a difference.
17-14, 7:24 on the clock. Pretty full stands here on the Princeton side. Looking about 60 to 70% full on the Anderson side.
Support your community, including local sports teams, museums, food pantries, and more.
We got Skyline and the Roses in the press box.
To the littlest of the little, and hundreds
bands are playing on both sides. Fall is almost upon us.
Sweeney in Tri-County, a proud sponsor and alum of Princeton Athletics.
There's nothing better than a chilly Friday night, having a hoodie on, Friday night lights. Can't wait for October. Kicks up to about the 9-yard line. Taken by Riley Woods and a great open field tackle.
Good special teams play.
By number 37, David
tackle made by number
Norgren.
37, Norgren. The Vikings will take over first down.
He just came straight down the field unblocked, stayed in his alley, and had the speed to go ahead and tackle him. And now they're going to be starting on, what, the 11-yard line?
Yeah, great open field tackle.
Makes a long field, have to go for that offense.
Well, you think about the big momentum here.
Yeah, that intercepted pass.
Before that, the running play. Also about 8 on the play. The interception, the field goal, and now this short field. Princeton's got to try to flip that momentum. Got to flip it in their direction. They'll hand off up the middle. It's Borden. It's about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Tackle made by number 93, Merkel.
Since they've been running last year, he's been running up the middle more. If you notice, Anderson kept the linebackers back. They didn't bring them up on the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Borden. He's close to a first down. They might give it to him.
For the run.
Number 10, Wyatt Holt on stop. It is indeed a first down.
And after that run, that gives us
first and 10 for the Vikings.
First down.
That right side tackle on that has been open most of the game for him. So the tackle was getting a good block on the defensive lineman.
There goes Borden again. Or it might be Steele that time, I couldn't see.
And the reason they keep attacking the middle is they don't have two defensive men over the guards. They got one nose guard.
Which frees up the right guard and the right tackle to double that end, which is what you're seeing.
And number 22.
And also for the guards, too, if they need to help out with the center, nose guard.
Second down for the Vikings.
Second and a long 2 here for the Vikings. Steele's in the backfield right now next to Engelman. Trips on the bottom.
Because if you look at the defense right now, all they have is a nose guard and that linebacker number 11 right there, up the middle.
Engelman pulls it. Fighting tacklers.
Quarterback keeper, TJ.
That's where he's got his big yardage, is off
Picks
that
up 14
right tackle.
yards.
He's going off the right tackle.
Tackle made by number 3, Johnston. And that gives us another
Watch the blocking here.
First down.
There's a lineman.
Line just washes that defense down. Engelman finds the open area to run. Little bubble. That's Engelman to Engelman. And late hit way out of bounds. One flag's already down on the field. That might be something with the blocking on the screen. I think it might be on Meyer again.
Yeah, they got a hold.
The flag is against the Vikings.
Engelman had run about 5 yards, 10 yards out of bounds. And the Anderson player came up and hit him. And they didn't throw anything on that. Princeton's sideline is not happy with the holding call. Again, though, it's from the spot.
So you got 1st and 7.
So, unlike the pros,
and there's a quick
college,
out, and then you'll see the hold right here coming up. Right there again.
That's a clean block to me.
That's a hold of the jersey, take him to the ground now.
No, he was under the pads, just drove him to the ground. Anyways, Engelman keeps it. He's about a yard short to be 2nd and 1.
Number 93 on the tackle for Anderson. That's Merkel. 2nd down for
I think
the
what
Vikings.
the refs looking for is if they got their hands open, or if they got them shut. If they got them shut, they're calling it. They got the jersey.
And they shouldn't call it if they have it shut, because they can get under the pads and hold them shut. They just can't extend their arms. Here's Steele. He bounces it outside, goes off tackle left, and bounces it out.
Number 9, Imani Steele.
Another Viking first down.
By number 14, Settler, and that gives us another Viking first down.
The Vikings getting some really good blocks from their tackles on both sides.
In the second quarter, Borden and Steele have been big. They've taken the load off of Engelman, which he needs. Engelman looked to throw another bubble screen. Raptor defender reads it, jumps to block it. Engelman pulls it back down and just runs up the middle.
Tackle made by number 17, Foley, and that's another Viking first down.
Picks up about 18 on the play, 20.
Well, see, if those outside linebackers go out for the passes, that only leaves that middle linebacker in there. That's the reason why the middle's been open.
Engelman's trying to throw it. He's able to avoid a tackle. Gets outside. This young man is elusive.
By number 5, the quarterback, TJ
He's able to break out of a sack. Picks up 5 yards. Takes a play that should have been -4 or 5 and picks up 5.
2nd down for the Vikings.
You see the blitz, they come in, they got a hold of him. He just strong enough, he broke out of the one-hand tackle and broke it around the left end.
The other impressive thing is look at that line working for him, continuing to work through the play.
They don't stop, they keep blocking. And there's that up the middle,
right up
the
the
one
middle.
man.
Ill-advised hurdle.
That run by number 1, Maurice Borden.
Hurdles look cute on TV, but they rarely ever work.
You get a double team out of your guards and your center on that one nose guard, and that they can run that guard like they've been doing. It's wide open.
3:32 on the clock. First and goal, about the 4-yard line. It's Borden. He's going to walk in. He had a hole, and you could have drove the bus through, Coach.
That's that line. Strong double team. Watch it here. They'll kick him to the inside, and leaves a big hole for him to go through.
That touchdown run was by number 1, Maurice Borden.
But you leave 3:18 on the clock for that fast-paced spread offense.
Yeah, here comes the replay. See the hole where they just broke him down to the line to the left.
Even fooled our cameraman there.
Yep.
That happens sometimes in the read offense. I've been a victim of it as well. There's Walker for the point after try. Up and good. Couple good kickers tonight.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot in high school.
And with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter, the Princeton Vikings 21.
He didn't clear the stands, but he made the top row of the band, didn't he?
Yeah. So it's 21-17.
3:18 left.
3:18 left in the second now. Left a little too much time for a high, fast-paced spread offense.
To sign up, visit the Princeton website, www.princetonschools.net.
Well, I know at the end of the first quarter, they were at 16 plays. So if his goal was 80, it would be interesting to see at halftime if he got up to his 40.
All Showdown fans, don't forget that you can follow the Crossdown Showdown all season long on Twitter at XTown Showdown and at xtownshowdown.com.
He may have ran the logistics.
Information on your school.
Figured out that he needed 80 plays to beat him.
Contests and promos.
Sun going down here on Pan Mancuso Field, Jake Sweeney Automotive Stadium, Sharonville, Ohio, Princeton High School. The Vikings hosting the Raptors. Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown. 24th year.
So Princeton, be able to stop that, they got to be able to hold him under his 80 plays if that's his game plan, right?
Yeah. Now, you know, they used to play this Crosstown Showdown Skyline deal like all in one day at Paul Brown Stadium.
Yeah.
And then they just started spreading it out over the course of just kind of, hey, you know, let teams host it and put some Skyline signs up, have a good time. Another short kick here, and it's got to be fielded by Upchurch. They threw their fumble flag. Let's see if Princeton has it. They do.
Got it.
Viking football.
Vikings got it.
I thought I saw the ball come out, and you see the rest of those orange beanies on the ground. That's their little beanbag to indicate a fumble. Anytime you see them throw those orange beanies.
That recovery was by number 28, Tyreek
Try to take a look, see if we see it on the replay.
Watch your left side of the screen there.
The Vikings
About
will take
Yeah,
over.
just
hit.
yeah,
Hit.
shoulder right on the ball.
Brought it out.
So now, with 3:10 left, the Vikings have a chance to extend their lead, make it a 2-score game. And they get ball first in the second half.
Yep.
Don't forget, fans, there's concessions on both sides of the stadium. Concession stands on both sides.
Well,
the home side.
Up the guards, up the middle, running the ball. The middle was working
First
for him
down.
for last drive. Let's see if he stays there. That and off tackle. Anderson still hasn't changed their
He
defense.
gives it the steal, and that's off tackle again.
Right tackle.
That's number
That run was
75.
by number
Josh
9,
Younger.
Imani
The
Steele.
way they're playing their defense is just making natural.
Tackle made by number 17, Foley.
But he is just
Second
dominating
down
that side of
for the
the
Vikings.
of the line of scrimmage, number 75. Just watch the right tackle. You see 66, that's the right guard.
Look at
Your right tackle just
driving him out.
The defensive end out of the play. I mean, he's 4 or 5 yards out of the play right now.
with his guard taking his other man down. Just like you said, Old saying was what? You got a hole you can drive a truck through?
Yeah. That play looked a little weird.
Yeah, they got a flag.
False start there.
There's a flag on the play.
False start on Princeton.
Half the offense went. The center didn't snap the ball.
The flag is
right
against
away.
the Vikings. False start against the Vikings. Got to push him back a little bit. Still second down.
And they were going for the same thing. They went to go for the same play.
Well, there's some coaches that believe that.
Run it until you stop it.
Run it until you stop it.
Flip and steal the other side now. Could be looking for the bubble. Nope, Engelman will keep it. He'll follow that pull around. Breaks one, breaks two, breaks three. Gets a first down after breaking 3 tackles.
Number 5.
Spinning, weaving, doing everything he can. Engelman to put this team on his back and carry him
that
downfield.
gives us another Viking first down.
And again, here comes a puller.
First and
He gets the
goal
block
for the
inside.
Vikings.
He cuts outside. And watch it continue blocking downfield. You see it come back in. And that was a lot of Engelman just on his own. He kept spinning, moving.
Under 2 minutes, 1:40 and counting on the clock. Vikings are in no hurry here. They want to score and let that clock expire.
Do you think that Princeton's head coach, when he said he wanted the line to make the quarterbacks comfortable, and that he's going to have enough big enough holes there today?
They made him comfortable. Steele's not comfortable on this play, though. He's met by 3 Raptors in the backfield. He'll lose one.
In the backfield. That was number 95, Snyder, and number 5,
Brody Snyder,
O'Toole.
number 95 for the Raptors on the tackle.
Second and goal for the Vikings.
That's your small little nose guard right there, number 95.
Yeah, sometimes they're quick, fast, and they can get in the backfield. They'll beat the tall lineman. If he's a half step slow. Well, it looks like Anderson is going to let this drive in this half.
Well, they only have one timeout left.
Right.
So, I mean, they can't really call too many.
Engelman keeps it. Good block again on the pull by 77. It's met by a handful of Raptors. I assume that the Vikings will likely take a timeout here. They'll have one shot at the end zone, and then they'll likely have to call in the field goal.
Timeout. Princeton Vikings.
They've done a great job of clock management here. They still have one timeout to burn.
Did your kid come home with an injury?
Left in the half.
Don't worry, we've got you covered. Did you know Mercy Health Orthopedics?
It's third and goal. You can only really run one more play anyways before you have to decide to kick or not.
So we can see your kids and take care of their
We got one timeout left to call after this play. Perfect clock management by Andre Parker and his staff.
Well, being third down, they give the option. He can run it or pass it. You don't have to stop the clock with a pass.
Leave the stadium. There is no re-entry. Thank you.
But he's got to go with his best play, because if he's going to go for the field goal to go up by 7, like you said, he's got one play. It's third down and
third and goal at 6.
No first down open. It's goal to goal. They got to get to the goal line. Anderson wants to keep the game close. They need to stop here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Raptors maybe use a timeout here once they see what Princeton's lined up in.
Oh, he's going trips to the left. Anderson's put up. We got their 3 down linemen. They're moving to the left side of the field, and that's where it's coming.
And he is going to get
we
there.
got a block. We got a hold, I think. 77 was laying on top of somebody down there. Holding Princeton.
We still have time. It'll be 10 yards on the spot. It'll be third and goal at the 17.
That'll push the Vikings back. Still third down and goal.
I'll get you a good talking to by the coach. And now this might put you in a situation where you got to put the
Is
ball
that
in
in a
the air.
situation right now where all those good pulls and good blocks he made before really don't matter?
I don't think so.
He was the same one.
At least
he just
not
held.
on film day. He'll get bunches of plus signs for his grades. And
Get 1 minus there.
yeah. But now keep in mind that is now 2 touchdowns called back for holds for the Vikings. That could be huge. See if he's going to try to throw it up here. He's got one-on-one with Rodney Harris. Back of the end zone. Foot down, touchdown.
Yep.
What a throw by TJ Engelman. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
And that's all timing. That's timing.
You're the backup behind Mekhi Lynn, who's supposed to be the star-studded player of the Tri-State for the Princeton Vikings.
And then make a pass like that. Right.
Not only that, but you've got about 140 yards rushing, and you come in and you just lay one. I mean, that couldn't have been placed any more perfectly in the back of the end zone.
Extra point on the way.
I mean, all Harris has to do is drag a foot. I mean, it's just perfect placement.
Timeout, Princeton.
Princeton will use their last time out on that PAT.
Well, you know, before the game, you've seen them running their drills, and, you know, that's a drill, a play that they're going to practice every day. You know, when you get down that close, you got to have that area to be able to score, and he practiced it well before the game and hit it during it.
16 seconds on the clock. Anderson does have one timeout. They could try to make a couple throws and get downfield. The pass had me so excited I snorted.
Now, when you like football and you see a good play, it gets you excited.
Here's one more look at this. This is just an amazing throw.
It's all timing.
You know, there's probably coaches out there that might be watching and think, oh, it's just a throw to the back of the end zone. But when you just consider the situation of, hey, you're the backup, you know, you're going to be playing behind Mekhi Lynn. You're not going to play very much unless we get up by,
and what,
30 or 40 points. Then you might get some cleanup duty.
What, in just a day or two, you find out that you're going to be playing?
And then it's like, hey, surprise,
yeah, you're starting.
Mekhi hurt his wrist, and now you're starting.
And the extra point is good by number 46, Cole Walker. And with 16 seconds in the second quarter, your Princeton Vikings 28.
You come in,
Anderson Raptors 17.
First game of the year. You got about, we'll get our updated stats here in a minute, but you got about 150 yards rushing. Now you got 100 yards passing. Touchdown.
Two touchdown passes.
One touchdown pass, one touchdown run, I believe. Had another one called back on a screen earlier. Just an amazing first half for TJ Engelman. I'm interested to see what the Vikings do here. Might they try to squib it? Little ground ball at the middle. Scoop kick. Fielded by Upchurch, dropped. As soon as he covers it and he's on it, he's ruled down. So that's where the flag is going to come in because Princeton shouldn't have hit him. High school and college, once you have possession of the ball and you're down, you're down. Call
flag
that
targeting. A personal foul against the Vikings. Anderson will take over. First down.
So Anderson Raptors do have good position here on the 37-yard line.
13 seconds left.
And we're going to have offsides on Princeton.
Flag on the play.
Now they're going to get another 5 yards.
Offsides.
How they keep moving the ball on penalties, he's going to get a Hail Mary pass or something out of this.
Well, that's what I'm thinking now. Now you got to look at something. It could be anywhere on the field because you have a timeout. You have a timeout. It can be anywhere on the field. Trying to get about 15 yards downfield, and then you can see.
And they're in a prevent. Now they went to 3 down linemen for Princeton. Everybody's dropping back in coverage.
So now you take your timeout here. Now you got to see if Scalf can throw it 50 yards.
Number 1, Alvarez.
Yeah, got time for one play, 5 seconds left.
They have a timeout left. They're not going to take it. He's going long. It's going to be picked off. That's Glover. The interception.
That'll bring us to the end of the half. 28-17. Oh, we got flags, though.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold the phone.
This is against the defense. If it wasn't during the play, they ain't going to get another play. But maybe what? At the worst, can they do it on the second half kickoff?
I don't know. We'll have to see if it was a dead ball or not.
Is 28 Princeton Vikings, 17 Anderson Raptors.
Yeah, that's after the play. Princeton's leading. Yeah, I think they're celebrating. That's for it.
Yeah, it'll most likely be assessed on the second half kickoff.
Probably the celebration because of the interception, be my guess.
So it's 28-17 halftime. Vikings lead the Raptors. See, Engelman had a big first half. He's put the Vikings on his back.
Touchdown run.
Scalf and Upchurch carrying the Raptors. Second half will be coming up next.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again. Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood.
Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello, and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is Unit 1 crew from One Log Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
It was Labor Day weekend, I was 17. I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in a ticket line, and it all started right then and there. Oh, a sailor sky made a perfect sunset, and that's a day I'll never forget. She had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that miniskirt. I was skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan light and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and I hope don't forget something like that. Well, it was 5 years later on the southbound plane. I was headed down to New Orleans to meet some friends of mine for the Mardi Gras. When I heard a voice from the past coming from a few road back, and when I looked, I couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, I bet you don't remember me. And I said, only every other memory. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that miniskirt. I was skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. She I worked so hard for that first kiss, and I don't forget something like that. Oh yeah. Like an old photograph, time can make a feeling fade, but the memory of the first love never fades away. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that miniskirt. I was skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and I don't forget. No, I don't forget. I said I don't forget something like that. Oh, now something like that. Well, we got a couple more before we got to get out of here, y'all, but you guys have been absolutely amazing. I just want to thank you all again for coming out on such a beautiful night. Thank you to the city of Springdale for having us once again. Obviously, we got canceled last year because of COVID, but we're just so happy to be back in front of y'all. Absolutely. Rolling down the backwoods, Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other, the sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. I couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, I parked in a holler beneath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turn loving on the Mason-Dixon line. It's my life, oh so right. Whitetail buck deer, munching on clover, a red-tailed hog sitting on a limb, chubby old groundhog, broken bullfrog, free as a feeling in the wind. Homegrown country girl, gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler beneath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little ton of loving on the Mason-Dixon line. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland line. Oh, come on.
Hi, I'm here with Carly Bunch to talk about Glendale Youth Sports. Registrations for the fall program are currently underway. Hi, Carly.
Hi.
So you have a history with Glendale Youth Sports. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. So I am born and raised in Glendale, have been here pretty much my entire life besides leaving for school. And I participated in the Glendale Youth program. I did soccer up through when I was a little bit further into elementary school, and then I also did t-ball, as did my sister. So we've got quite the history here.
So here you are, the next generation, looking after the kids in the sports program. That's really wonderful. So what sports are offered by Glendale Youth Sports?
Sure. So Glendale Youth Sports offers soccer, baseball, and basketball. At times we will offer volleyball, actually. It's only for the girls if there's enough in the fall season. In the fall we offer soccer, basketball is a winter sport, and then in the spring for the littles we offer a soccer/t-ball combo.
If someone wants to register their child, how do they do that?
Sure. So if they go out to the Glendale community website and they go to community, there's actually a link for Glendale Youth Sports. Within that, there is a registration link. If for some reason they can't utilize the computer to do that, we can help them get registered on the back end and make sure that they have a spot for the sports to play.
All right, if you look at this next wing, it is not burnt. That is actually the Bravado Spice Company Ghost Pepper and Blueberry. It's 28,000 Scovilles, but the blueberry makes it look like it's a little burnt, but trust me, it is not.
Okay, blueberry, that's gonna be interesting.
All right, going back to being a rocket scientist, with your engineering degrees, why did you pick politics? And I know with the county there's a lot of engineering and stuff that's involved, but.
So, you know, it's something that I actually grew up with my parents, my mom and dad. We're very involved in the community. In fact, one of my earliest memories of my mom was she was the den mother for my older brother's Cub Scout group. And she had all the, you know, the whole den, you know, pack over for some craft making thing. And I just remember being there in the middle of it because I was a little 5 years younger than my brother. And, but I just saw this service that she gave, volunteering, not only there, but at our school, you know, always involved, and the same with my dad along with her. And seeing that example showed me that you need to give back to the community. You know, we've been given so much, I've been blessed so much to grow up here in this area, and just that we are called to serve and to give back to those and make the community better for not only us, but also our children and their children. And so for me, I had that example throughout my life from my parents, and then, you know, moving on through high school and into college. To me, it's just, it got me always interested in being involved. And I actually had a chance when I was in high school, my junior year, I participated in youth and city government, where I had a chance to go down to City Hall and spend a week learning about how Cincinnati city government worked. I thought it was incredible. I was like, to me, local government is where you see your tax dollars being used, from the pothole being fixed to the garbage being picked up to your fire hydrant or, you know, police and fire department. I mean, to me, that's where all the action was, and I loved it. It was like, this is truly helping out my neighbors. This is helping out our community, and that's what I wanted to do. So I've always wanted to keep it, you know, involved. And to me, I viewed it as more of a public service, community service, than I did actually as a career. Because I always was an engineer at GE and always kept that, because to me, you know, I think it was important to have that perspective of that this is to be public service, it's to be involved in helping community, not to be some career that I'm going to be doing, you know, to make money off of. To me, it was just, I didn't care what office I had, and just give me, you know, the chance to go out and serve and help people. Yeah.
All right, up next is wing number 5. This is Hot Ones Los Calientes. It's 36,000 Scovilles, so.
All right,
starting to jump up.
We'll give it a shot.
or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Roll over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Welcome to Viking Voices, the people of Princeton.
Here today, Hall of Fame students in a Hall of Fame school.
As always, go Vikes!
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Welcome back in here at halftime. Pan Mancuso Field at Jake Sweeney Automotive Stadium. Ryan McGahey with Mike McGahey. 3/4 of a moon out tonight, Mike.
Yeah, it's clear with a nice moon view. Ready for some high school football.
We were worried about rain today. It was so far pretty dry tonight. Let's look at your keys to the game. Let's revisit those because I think they're still in play here.
Well, Isaiah Myers has got one catch for 38 yards. And then the other key player was from Anderson. Griffin Sculf, he's 9 of 19.
Those are your key players. Think about your keys of the game now. Remember, Anderson,
those
Dreyer
are the key
wanted
players.
to crank Anderson wanted to crank the tempo and go spread and run a lot of plays. They've done that. And we're looking at Scout. Can Scout fill the shoes of Kuhn? He's done okay. He's 9 of 19 for 164 yards.
I think what happened was I think the Anderson coach was forecasting Princeton's play count because they've got 42 plays at halftime.
Yeah. Well, go down and look at the time of possession. 18-11 time of possession for Princeton versus 5:40 for Anderson.
5:40 for Anderson. Right.
Now look at Princeton's our keys of the game for Princeton. Win the battle at the line of scrimmage. Protect that quarterback. Make that quarterback feel comfortable.
They protected him by blocking.
Engelman has felt comfortable, and they have just dominated the line of scrimmage to the tune of 31 carries, 253 yards. Engelman has only had the drop back and pass 11 times.
But he's completed 8 of them.
He's 8 of 11
right.
for 101. But the point is almost every time that he drops back to pass, he's got a clean pocket to step up into. That was the key for the 40-yard throw to Isaiah Meyer. That landed down at the 2. And then the touchdown throw to Rodney Harris. He had a clean pocket to step into and deliver those throws.
Whereas on the other side, Anderson, you've got Sculpus constantly scrambling, moving way up into the pocket, have to either run or try to throw on it.
Yeah, when he's 9 of 19, it shows.
Right.
Now, the positive for the Raptors is Evan Upchurch. 3 catches, 88 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and on the other side, you got Engelman with how many yards? 200 and some total yards?
Yeah, Engelman's got 270 yards between passing and running. 101 passing, 169 rushing. He's got a rushing touchdown, passing touchdown. He's really put Princeton on their back tonight.
Right. And he was the unknown. You know, I mean, he should have probably been, you know, the player to watch prior to the game.
Yeah, we know he'd be this good.
Right, but these stats, he should have been, you know. I mean, it's just that's football. You know, on any given night, you got a player that can step up and play at 115%, and you know he should have been the key player prior.
Counting down to the second half, about 45 seconds left on the halftime clock. As Princeton rallying up around their coaching staff, the 28-17 lead. They will get the Anderson will get the ball first, right? Princeton started the game with the ball, so Anderson should get the ball first in the second half. I was wrong about that earlier. If you're watching live, or if you're watching this on our tape delay, remember ICRC-TV always needs volunteers. And no experience is necessary, and it could possibly lead to a career in television production. I know from experience.
And the keys is the second half coming up is, you know, they've been, you know, in 20-minute halftime with their players, and they got to make adjustments. You know, is Anderson going to be able to shut down the middle and off-tackle play that Princeton's been throwing on? You know, for Princeton, their players have got to keep it up, and they've got to be able to play a little bit tighter on defense and shut down Anderson's passing game.
Well, the Vikings have that big, important momentum on their side right now, the big Mo.
Well, we saw that in the first half. That kind of flipped, you know. You've seen Anderson. They got the intercepted on the pass. They got the field goal. You know, they went up, and then you had a turnover. They gave Princeton the ball, and then they took advantage of it for 2 scores. You know, you've had a little bit of a break. Now it's to see in the second half who comes out, who's wanting it, and who's going to take the momentum and finish off the game.
Now let's refresh. In that, at the end of the first half, Anderson was trying to throw a Hail Mary. Princeton ended up intercepting it, but getting an unsportsmanlike penalty for celebration. So Princeton's going to have to kick off here from the 25-yard line.
Right. Which is only 5 yards more than if it was a safety.
And Walker's kicks tonight for Princeton have been short.
Well, you know, you usually see it after a safety. You usually put the punter out. You know, what's the difference when you get a kickoff like this that's 5 yards further than after a safety, but now you're kicking off a tee? I guess it's coach's preference.
All right, second half, the Vikings have to attempt to kick off.
Start of the third quarter here. Here we go. Buckle in and a squib kick. An interesting choice. It's picked up by number 15, Connor Casey. See Anderson, they'll come out in the spread offense again. 4 wide, 5 wide.
They come right out, line up on the ball, and they are in no backs in the backfield. They're going full spread, 5 receivers.
And watch Evan Church in the slot there at the top of your screen.
They tried that little bubble pass that went for a touchdown. They got about 12 yards out of it, 1 block this time.
13 Faulkner reception.
Say he didn't get a block this time. Last time he got the block and he was able to go for a touchdown.
Quick hitch inside.
Yeah, their offense, he's come out and he's ran the 2 plays that worked for him in the second quarter. He ran that quick out that went for a touchdown, and he ran that slant pass over the middle.
Miles Havens with the catch. One field stop.
He's testing Preston's defense to see if they just jumped off sides, but to see if they've done anything to counter those 2 plays that was working for his offense.
And I'll give the Raptors the first down. This penalty here. Encroachment on the Vikings defense. Second time. The Raptors have got the Vikings to come across early. Up Church in the slot. He's got a big cushion. He moved.
He moved, yep.
That'll give 5 yards
he
back.
Rocked backwards.
He's been doing that most of the night. It's just his timing has been better. They're calling on the defense?
Yes, they're calling it.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe they're watching the defense move and not him, but he is moving.
Yeah, Upchurch definitely moved. And the line judge right next to him is the one that made the call.
Apparently he's watching down the line of scrimmage. Oh, a defensive end on the far side lined up off sides.
One long for Upchurch, and he goes up and gets it.
Touchdown.
Breaks a tackle. This young man, now he's celebrating the end zone. They got to call that. You have got to call that. He's celebrated in the end zone, but there's no flags.
He just ran that seam route that they ran in the second quarter. All he done to come out and he ran 3 plays that worked in the second quarter to start this third quarter.
Well, swinging gate here, no kicker. See what they want to do.
Looks like they're going for 2. He's got everybody lined up out there, 6 people, 2 people by the football and 2 receivers on this side. Oh, now he's going to bring his kicker
quick change. And they bring their line in.
He just wanted to see if they would match it. If he didn't send people out there, they would have went for 2. He's still got 10 seconds on the clock. He's good.
Kick is up and good, 28-24. Upchurch, right down the seam.
I mean, but he's already kicked 1 field goal in that situation. Why wouldn't have you went for 2 to make it a 3-point game if he'd have made it?
Here's a replay. Let's make, guys. Let's make sure if we can roll this all. I want to roll this all the way through where we see that celebration, if possible. Great jump, high point the ball by Upchurch. But right here,
him doing that muscle arm.
He's raising the roof. I mean, come on.
Well,
I don't mind if you're going to call it. If you're going to be, like the no fun league refs, that's fine. But let's be consistent, guys.
Yeah, because they got Princeton for after the reception they got for celebrating. But like I was talking about that extra point, why wouldn't he went for 2? If he made it, it's a 3-point game. The way it is now, he's still going to need a touchdown. He's 4 points now.
Yeah, analytics tell you if you're down by 11, that's a moment where you can go for 2.
This one's down to 6. He had a hole, but they shut it on him and brought it out to the 25.
The dark numbers will be tough to see here under the night light. It's Caleb Clark Glover. Gets it up to the 25.
Now we see at Princeton, but they stay with their ground game that was working. And it was like a chess match. Kind of now this Anderson, they stay with their same defense, or did they work on things at halftime to be able to shut those runs down?
The electronic down marker is not working, but I'll still get the rest of it. Keep that on the field. First down, Riley Wood in motion.
Right back off tackle again for 12 yards.
It's Tavier Lugo Flowers. Pickup of 11. That's Lugo Flowers, first one of the night, 11 yards. He stays in the backfield. Ball comes out on the mesh by the quarterback and the halfback there. It's a situation where Engelman wanted to keep it, but the backs are taught after a certain point to clamp down on it. Well, he just waited too long to pull that back out. Second down and 12 for the Vikings. Boy, Engelman, he left that ball with Flowers. But he fooled me. My eyes went straight to Engelman, and so did half the Raptor defense. The only problem is the other half of Raptor defense went for Flowers.
No, right now they're letting them through and read whether to give or to keep it.
Morgan comes back in. He's been probably the best running back. Back to throw. He's going up for Meyer. Meyer has a step. Great defensive play. A little bit of luck there on the side.
I think that was a lot of luck. He stuck his hand out at the second.
It's a little bit of luck because he read the receiver's eyes, and you know when you go to catch a ball, and those eyes are real big, and he just read the eyes and sticks his hands up. See that? He's just reading. He's reading the receiver's eyes. Fourth down, Vikings show punt. More of a traditional fourth down team, it appears.
Actually, that ball was actually a little bit underthrown. He had him beat 2 steps. Right. Princeton is lining up to punt with the lead.
That's up Church. He's dangerous. Back to receive. I wouldn't kick it to him. He does. He's got to fair catch it though. And Princeton got in the way. That's going to be a penalty. That's fair catch.
Comes the flag.
Go. I don't think he can advance this, but not a bad effort to try.
No, they blew it dead. If nothing else, it's an inverted whistle because he blew play dead. They can't advance it. He still took it down to the end zone.
No, there's no way they're going to give him a touchdown after that.
See, it's definitely interference from the Princeton. He's clearing for a fair catch. He doesn't give him the room. Actually, the ball hits the Princeton player right there. The ball's dead. That play is dead there.
Yeah, as soon as it touches the Princeton defender.
But they will get the penalty for interference, it looks like. They're going to wind up with the ball up, what, 40?
I'm marking up 40.
40-yard line. We talk about momentum swing. They got a score. They held him. Now they got the ball back.
You got to watch Evan Upchurch in the slot. He's already got 3 receiving touchdowns tonight. It's a quick throw to number 13, Joey Faulkner.
All right, let's see what the coach does here. Is he going to continue what he did last time? He did the quick out, then he ran the slant. It should be runs a slant here to the inside receiver and the trips.
Upchurch is in the backfield, runs a wheel.
There it is.
He
dropped it on the end.
More of a dig, but we'll give you the slant. Last season, Evan Upchurch had 50 receptions, 821 yards,
cut
and
off
6
a slant
touchdowns.
and started up the seam. And they took it back in. He should have stayed on the slant.
That should have been intercepted. And Princeton's lucky if we. You just see Evan Upchurch here on the wheel.
Wide open.
Wide open.
He's ran the same 3 plays again, but he ran with different receivers. He ran the quick out, the slant, and then the seam.
Be interested to watch that Upchurch out of the backfield again, see if they don't try to get him on that wheel. No one covered him.
I mean, if they got coaches somewhere on headsets, they should be telling them.
There he goes. They should get him in motion right here. They should. I don't know. They're going to get all the way out there.
He's looking at it.
He's got Faulkner. Faulkner catches it. He's down inside the 30, about the 26-yard line. That's the issue with bringing pressure against 5 wide, is you leave yourself vulnerable in the secondary. Dalen White couldn't match Joey Faulkner.
When we say seams, we mean down the hash marks, and that's where you've been attacking him right here, up the hash marks, straight down the seams. Or slanting into a seam.
Well, they're ugly in a cover 3 or cover 4 against 5 wide. Backside pressure.
They got him on second.
It's like number 44.
Oh, and look at these linemen. They're down doing push-ups because they gave up the sack. Oh. Watch out if we get this on as soon as the sack. There's the
sack.
sack.
Roll it to see the push-ups.
There they go. The linemen got. All right, we give up the sack, coach. We're done. We give you push-ups.
That's what we need to do. Second and 16. Screen to Faulkner. He's got Lyman. Ref goes down.
He's back
he
up.
Looks okay,
He's tough.
hopefully. But a good pickup there, about 8-9 yards. I'll bring up 3rd and 8.
See all the linemen and blockers downfield. Doesn't even by a screen. He comes. They get out in front of him. He comes in behind him, and then they block for him.
Whistle blown. Timeout Princeton.
Guarantee you he's going to tell them to watch the seam route. That's what they've been attacking. They sent those same 2 over the other left side that they ran that seam route on to get the first down 4.
Well, we got to give Evan Upchurch some more love from Anderson, number 6. Last year he had 50 catches, 821 yards, 6 touchdowns. Tonight, he's well over 100 yards. He already has 3 touchdowns. He's already half his total of last year for touchdowns. The kid's only 5'8", 160. I think the press box is cursed tonight. We had a power outage. Now we got a refrigerator. Shelf breaking. Things are going on up here.
All right, let's see what they come up with here. Both coaches will talk to their teams. We got 3rd down and about 7.
Fake it to Church. Church is wide open.
There's the wheel. How about 4?
Church has his 4th touchdown tonight. I can see that coming from a mile away. As soon as they put the ball on his stomach, he is wide open. Celebrating again, by the way. Not as bad as the other last touchdown.
What I mean by the wheel is he goes out towards the sideline, outside the other receiver, and then goes straight down the sideline. That's a wheel run. That's a new twist for the second half. They didn't show that in the first half.
Nope. Kick is up and good. Hayden Brook.
31-28.
Like I said at the end of the first quarter, when it was 7-7, I said buckle up.
We're gonna have a shootout.
Here's they fake it. He just kind of slowly trickles out, and there he is, wide open. Goes over, bangs the drums, gets the student section pumped up. Raptor student faithful. Feels weird to say Raptors.
What were they before?
Oh, they were the Redskins from Red.
So they had to change it.
Yeah.
It was all up, yeah.
Well, I like the new name. I love the helmet. You can see the helmet right there in the shot with the Raptor claws on the side, and then they have the big A in the back.
That's sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then you got the Raptor claws on the uniform as well. There's Brooke the kick. I think that's Riley Wood. These Princeton black numbers are hard to see on the jersey at night.
Now returned by number 6, Riley Wood. Now away by number 5.
Orange numbers on the white aren't too much better than yours.
Our coach has got his team at the sideline before he's sending them out after the kickoff, trying to motivate them, pump them up, get them to go down and score and get back into this game, take the lead again. They'll just come out probably line right up the line of scrimmage and run their play.
I don't think the offense didn't stall in the last drive. I believe they got a penalty, got him behind the chains. I think you're fine offensively. I think it's the defense more or less that needs the pep talk. Right up the middle. I think that was Steele. Second and 8.
When they're getting short yardage, he's running it up behind the guard, and that's been where they've been getting short yardage, outside the tackle, right in between the guard and the tackles, where they've been picking up big yardage.
Back to throw, using his feet to keep the play alive. Downfield for Harris. Defender all over Rodney Harris as the ball is in the air there. I'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, he was covered. They had two defensive backs on him. By the time the ball
looked like
got
that
there.
DB had his hands all over Harris, though, as the ball was in the air.
The ball just hung
Yeah,
up.
he's holding his left arm.
Yeah.
He can't catch the ball. Engelman motions in. Now Wood goes in motion. It's a jet sweep. Wood makes a man miss. He's got a first down and maybe more up to the 43-yard line. Great call on 3rd and 8. What a block there by Amani Steele. How about a running back getting out there leading the way? Not afraid to throw a shoulder into a hip. That's how you pull right there.
By putting a shoulder in the hip, he controlled him and made a hole for the back to go around the edge.
Blitz coming off the edge. And there's that hook and ladder from earlier. And Borden might be gone. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Yeah, they showed it earlier.
Hook and ladder. They showed it earlier.
The first quarter, that time they got it off. Hook and ladder, he's just going to throw it to the first receiver, and then the first receiver laterals it to a faster receiver coming down the sideline. But the whole defense converges on the first receiver to tackle him, leaving the other one open.
I've only seen one better hook and ladder than that, and that was in November of 2000.
They all converged on him. He pitched it back to him, and he's gone.
There it is again.
Yeah. Catch, pitch.
Gone. He gone. Walker, point after attempt is good. Have I told you lately, buckle up?
Yep.
We're in for a long one tonight.
That's right. We've just got 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes left in the third quarter, and we've done got, 66 points up on the board.
Now, things could slow down real quick. Football things change quickly. Things could slow down, but right now we're on pace for 2 50-point games here. One more look? Why not? Hook and ladder deserves it for sure.
There's the pitch, the conversion on him. He missed a tackle, and nobody's stopping.
The only hook and ladder that was better was November 2000, regional playoffs, Reading Blue Devils versus Brookville Blue Devils, the Battle of the Blue Devils. Okay, Reading's down by 5 with about a minute and 45 to go. It's 4th and forever on about the 30-yard line. Reading calls a hook and ladder for a touchdown to take the lead and win the regional finals.
Yeah, I ain't seen that in the NFL in a while either.
Covered by ICRC-TV Sports.
Have you seen the one in the NFL lately?
No.
It's been about, what, 10, 15 years, I think.
So the Vikings set to kick off after a successful trick play. That's them a big score. They take the lead 35-31. Squib kick again, just trying to keep it in bounds. Upchurch fakes a handoff. It's got a block in the back. Should be a block in the back. I think he got it. That one was obvious. You can't not call that one.
Yeah, they got it. I was going to put him back to about the 10.
Yeah, it's from the spot as well. So
they got it marked at the 20, so they're going to go back to the 10 at least. So that winds up being, what, 25 yards of field difference?
Yep.
So being up on the 30, 35, they're down to the 10.
That's the difference with high school and college from the pros. High school and college, you get those spot fouls. All the fouls are from the spot. From the spot of the foul.
Anderson comes out in their trips again.
Showing that wheel again. So one thing we can say about the Anderson Raptors is Upchurch is going to be Scoff's best friend this year. And that kid's on his way to a remarkable season. Quick slant.
There's the out. There's a slant. You think the next one will be a seam?
Goodness gracious. Number 8. Yeah, it might be the slant, but there's going to be a conversation. There's going to be a conversation. Let's take a look at it. There's going to be a conversation for Griffin Scoffin not leading his receivers into danger like that.
There it was. He buttoned up. Down the seams. Intercepted. No.
Oh, he dropped it.
Out, slant, seam.
We'll see if there's a pattern. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Of course, with this Anderson offense and Coach Dreyer, they may have 2 chances of this. You know, they might go for it on 4th down if the Vikings stop them. So the Vikings defense, you're going to need to at least get 1 stop here, maybe 2 to get the ball back.
Are they taking a timeout to talk about it?
Cramp.
Oh, player down. Cramp.
Yeah, those early season cramps. This first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, you see the kids that don't drink enough water. You get the bananas and the pickle juice.
Well, it's a crucial third down. It gives both coaches time to talk to their players, decide how they want to defend it and which offensive play they want to try to use to pick up the first down.
Well, and again, remember, it's not a given that Anderson's going to punt on 4th down, even if Princeton were to get a stop here. So Princeton's got to be talking about what are we doing, on 3rd down and 4th down. It's like number 21 for Princeton. Chris Gill.
I thought that was 3rd down.
Nope, it's 3rd down coming up.
I thought they went slant. They went a quick out. They went to the slant, and just tried to seam then.
They got a first down on the first play.
Okay. Coach waited to see what their defense was. Now he's signaling in the play from the sideline.
That's going to be a first down. Number 15, Connor Casey on the catch. First and 10 for Scalf and the Raptors. There's a quick out. Santos Alvarez, 6-foot junior. It's his 3rd catch tonight. There's your quick out. Let's see if they hit the slant now. It's open on the backside, the inside receiver.
Yep. There it is. Oh, he had him. He waited too long.
He waited too long. He had Upchurch.
He had Upchurch wide open on that slant.
So you watch Upchurch. He's the 2nd receiver. He's the middle receiver up top.
He's going to cross in front of him. Right, he should hit him back here.
Right. Yeah, right at the tip of the Viking horns there.
Let's see if this plays out. Seam?
I was going to say, well, yeah, but you
forgot
the telestrator, didn't you?
Yep.
You left the telestrator in your car?
Yep. I was writing on the screen. It didn't work.
Watch Upchurch out of the backfield. Right down the seam.
Right. He ran it down the seam, didn't he?
Oh, we have a fumble.
Got a fumble. Princeton got it.
I think the Vikings got it. Big momentum swing for the Vikings. Here's a look at the replay now.
It was a good call. Upchurch. He just
ripped it. Glover just ripped it straight out of his hands.
That's the old one. Like he's carrying it like a loaf of bread.
He
there.
is.
He's carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Caleb Clark Glover just ripped it right out of his hands.
And the Princeton player wanted the bread more than he wanted
it. The ball didn't even touch the ground. He just literally took it. Here goes Engelman. Going long, overthrown, intercepted.
And momentum turns back around. Anderson now with an interception.
Carson Johnston with the interception. That's the old adage. When you get that turnover, you get that big momentum, you try to go big, you try to take that deep shot, you just kind of pile it on. But you see that right there, that's the backfire.
Well, especially when the whole game, you've seen it, Princeton and Engelman ran the ball and thrown short passes. And the only time they hit a long one was after they ran it up the middle too many times. They had the defense coming up, and they had a one-on-one on the outside.
More impressive was, I'm assuming that's his brother, almost caught that. Almost won that battle, just couldn't quite get there in time. So Anderson offense, they're back. See if they attack the flats. That's been their pattern. Hit the flats first.
Yeah, the first 3 drives was flat the slant seam. There's a flat.
That was Alvarez with his 4th catch. If we're correct on this pattern, the next throw should be something over the middle, or be a slant or a dig. They attack the middle next.
Oh, they must have heard us. They called timeout. They're going to stop it now.
We got another Princeton player down with another cramp. I say it's that time of year. The first 2 to 3 weeks of the season is where you see it. So let's take a look at the turnover battle going on right now, Coach.
Again, he ran the ball right up the middle, but he held it too loose in his arm. And that's what we call it, like you're holding a loaf of bread. You don't want to squeeze it and hurt it, okay? And Princeton just took the ball away from him. And then the interception. I think he gets his throwing. He had a little bit too much air height on the ball.
Yeah.
If you've seen the way he jumped when he threw it, he wasn't set. And I think that's what it kind of helped his interception.
He jumps into his deep throws, which I think is him trying to
get more
compensate for maybe a lack of arm strength.
Right, to get more distance on it.
So he kind of jumps into his throws. Still, like I said, Jaleel Ingham almost had that. He almost high pointed that ball, just got there just a hair too late, and Connor Casey took it. Or Carson Johnson, sorry. Here we go. After the injury timeout, 2nd and 9. We should still be in the middle part of our Anderson Raptor pattern. Looking for a slant or a dig over the middle. There's a slant from the outside. It's dropped. This is intended for Faulkner.
He had tried the short slant, but number 8 was open again on the deeper slant.
Yep. That time they tried to run a post or skinny slant at the safety.
They're going empty backfield again.
Princeton might look at bringing some pressure. Here it comes up the middle. Throws it up. Out of bounds.
Now it's 4th down, 9.
4th and 9 on their own 25. This has got to be that quick kick here again. But if you're Dryer, maybe you're scared to give it back to Princeton. Princeton runs the ball and goes on a long drive. And
the other side of it is if they don't pick it up here, then Princeton gets the ball on, what, the 20 or 30, 25 or 30, for having a short field. What Princeton is rocking the stadium.
That's what I was just about to say.
Defense.
Vikings, they're getting into a quick kick.
There's a quick kick.
It was almost blocked. Decent little kick, and he gets a good roll. He gets an extra 8-9 yards on that roll there.
We're up in the booth here at Princeton. I'm telling you what, when they was doing their defense chant, there was so many people in the stands, they had this whole booth up here just shaking.
Didn't look like a good punt off the kick, but it ended up being a 38-yarder with the roll.
You know, it's only been 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We've had three changes of possessions.
Yep.
The incomplete pass is stopping the clock. Now he's starting to go back off. He went off left tackle for 4 yards.
Yeah, Steele.
He's going back to his running game.
Monty Steele picks up 4 yards.
Princeton's got 2 big tackles at 77 and 70.
Monty Steele might be cramping now. Here comes Borden back. Monty Steele's tough, though. He didn't lay on the ground. He's going to come to the sideline and get it worked out. Gordon, off tackle left.
Back 3rd and 2.
It's a short spot on that one. They spotted that about a yard short.
Yeah, they did.
Look, even the umpire, spotted the ball. Like, huh?
What? Need to move that up a little bit. We're waiting for the coach to call the play from the sidelines. He's signaling it in. Now they're coming up to the line.
3rd and long 2. Engelman pulls, and he's got the first down. There's a late pull there. Almost had another bad exchange there.
You could just feel what that Engelman was going to take it off tackle.
Yeah, well, watch Javier Lugo Flower. Him and Engelman don't have a clean mesh here. And that was the one earlier where there was the fumble.
Fumble, right.
It was the same 2.
That could be just reps and then hit that back, and the quarterback, they've been repping with other backs and they're not used to the field.
Princeton lineman just came off the field. He's got a cramp. Lots of cramps here for Princeton.
A lot of Princeton. That's all Princeton. I haven't seen Anderson have a cramp yet, but it's been a lot for
Anderson.
Princeton.
Must drink. They drank the pickle juice.
Here's your fly sweep.
Engelman.
He broke through.
He's got the corner. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Oh, they got him marked out of bounds. No. At the 36.
They come back and mark him at the 36.
Yep.
Wow.
Got some of the white chalk.
He's got a first down. Now the 36.
Here, look at it here. That's the fly where you just give it to him, come right down the line, and right there is when he stepped out of bounds. Right there, see him official marking it. I go back up the middle.
There's another sloppy exchange between Engelman and Flowers.
Well, you've had 2 other backs.
You got to get Gordon back in there.
Right.
There's the exchange. You can see it from that angle, but you can see the ball's almost coming out as Flowers takes it.
Going for the pass down the
sideline.
sideline.
Meyer. He just
got
runs
him beat.
right by him. He caught it.
A flag.
They're going to call flag.
Offense. Yes, it's offense. Oh, no, wait a minute. He jumped, but he didn't.
We'll just have to wait and see. I think they're going to call it on defense.
Looked the way the Anderson player was jumping around first. He's calling it offense, but I think they did call it defense.
Meyer, his speed, his acceleration.
He's beating them by 2 steps. Yeah.
But when the ball, if we can see it, hopefully we can see it. When the ball's in the air, I don't think we'll see it here, but when the ball's in the air, he's behind him.
Right.
I mean, he makes it up like I can't explain it.
He takes off and he beats him.
As soon as the ball's in the air, he just, boom, ejects, gone. And to be able to do that at 6'5", that kid's going to be a force. Walker to add the extra points up and good.
We're up to 73.
Yeah. 42-31, but with that fast-paced offense for Anderson, they're never out of it.
So Princeton may have cramps, but with the speed,
look at the touchdown.
It looks like they are fresher or better in shape. You know what I'm saying? As the game's going on, it looks like Anderson's slowing down.
How did he catch it though? Might have been bobbling as he fell out of bounds there, but still, it's a hell of a,
that's about
of a play.
Well, that's about the third. That's about the 3rd time he had that defensive back beat by 2 steps, and then he had to wait on the ball.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's what I was saying on that one. He didn't have him beat. Like, the defense was further downfield than he was when
the ball released.
when Engelman threw the ball, and then as soon as he threw the ball, it's like Meyer just turned on, like hit 5th gear.
Mm-hmm.
and just ran right by both defensive backs.
And beat him by 2 steps, but then had to wait for the ball because he had so much air in it. Tell you what, when they do get their that injured quarterback back, if he's used to leading that receiver,
yeah, if he throws the ball downfield,
it's going to be scary for any defense.
Upchurch had trouble dealing with the kick. And they'll have to just fall on it about the 16-yard line. Tell you, Anderson's had trouble dealing with the squib kick, and Princeton has done it the last few times.
Well, I think Anderson thought they had a better return game because you remember, let's go back to where they had the penalty, could have had the ball on the 35 or 40, but elected for them to kick again. That's when Princeton started squib kicking. I think they figured it out, and they didn't want to give them time to have returns.
So here comes Scal from the offense again.
Empty backfield. He gave a signal to his receivers. He's read the defense, got the calling from the coach.
Where's that slant?
He dropped the ball.
Fumble flag is out. Princeton ball. Another turnover. I believe that's the 5th turnover force for this Princeton defense on the Anderson offense. Great job by this Princeton defense.
I was wondering if his knee was down or if he lost the ball. Let's see what happens here.
Looks like he had trouble handling the ball.
Oh, yeah, on the hit, he went backwards and just lost it. Yeah, that's a fumble.
Here comes
jet sweep.
Engelman in motion, right around the corner. Boy, he hits that corner hard. I think Engelman might have, Jaleel Engelman might have a cramp right now. So penalty is against the Vikings. It's a holding. Holding of a spot foul, 10-yard penalty. That'll be that 1st and 20. 1st and 21.
Worked out his cramp, and now he's running off the field.
Pretty full house here, Pan Mancuso Field. Jake Sweeney Automotive Stadium, Skyline Chili Crossdown Showdown. We told you it'd be a juicy showdown. It's lived up to that moniker. Borton goes in motion.
There's
Harris catch that.
Yes,
There's a flag at the 2. There's a flag at the 2. Harris came under that and caught it. That's his 2nd touchdown the night of the stands. No flag. They will wave the flag off. So it is a touchdown. What a play by Rodney Harris.
this takes us up that close. This can be 80 if they get the extra point. Was the coach talking 80 plays or 80 points?
80 points, apparently. That was Anderson's coach.
I don't think he's going to get his 80 plays.
Extra point is up and good. 49-31. Folks, we're still in the third quarter.
33 seconds left.
Take a look at a great effort by Rodney Harris here. The pressure comes off.
He just goes up and gets it. Right there, takes it from him.
That's how you high point a ball right there, folks. Princeton Vikings sideline asking their faithful to stand up and cheer, and the fans respond, and they're stomping the stadium.
I think that Rodney Harris is wanting to be on the pregame talk about him.
Absolutely. He's had 2 great touchdown catches today. One in the back of the end zone, got his foot down, drug his foot well. And that one just went up and high pointed a ball and just won it. I mean, your quarterback throws it up because of pressure, and it's a 50-50 ball, and he wins it.
Comes down to heart and want to. He wanted it.
Walker set to kick off. Last few kicks have been squib kicks. Same as this one. He keeps getting good hops. Upchurch isn't able to handle this one, though. He's dangerous. He's got speed. He's got a hole. He's up to the 41, 42-yard line.
What do you think the coach will finally break his routine?
He did last drive. They went to the slant first. So I think with this, they have the. I don't think it's the coach that's getting into the pattern. I think it was Griffin and Scalf that was getting into the pattern. So I think they have that flat, the slant, the seam every play.
And he can read it and just go what he wants.
Yeah, and I think he's just been. It's been Scalf that's been getting into the pattern.
There it is, out, never is red, and that's a good job by Princeton.
It's really the first time they've been able to stop Upchurch on a pass.
See it just turn, quick throw, trying to get a speed receiver the ball and a couple of blocks, and it didn't work.
Yeah, you got to get your blocks over there. Going deep, that's intercepted, another turnover.
There's that seam route.
Justin Wimpy with the interception. And I believe that's 6 turnovers now for Anderson. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. End of the third quarter, it's 49-31 Princeton. Here's your Cablecast replay schedule. See your dates right there, your days, your times. The first column of channels is your Spectrum, and your last column of channels there is your Cincinnati Bell fiber optics. Take a look at those. Tell your friends and family. You can also order copies by calling or emailing ICRC-TV. Always order a copy of the game. One more look at both the replay and the Cablecast schedule.
He just tried that seam pass down deep, and they had 3-on-2. It's like Princeton.
Here comes Raleigh Wood on a jet sweep. He's able to get the corner Cuts back inside. Brought down at about the 24-yard line by number 22, Max Mullenkamp.
This game has gone to conditioning. Like I told you earlier, Princeton they're still got their speed.
Well, it's weird.
Anderson looks like they've slowed
Princeton is the one with the cramps and everything.
I know, that's what I said. They got the cramps, but they got the speed.
Right.
That's like, they're in more shape. But
right up the middle there.
It's like one team's running, the other one's walking. Yeah.
That was DeAndre Rutherford on the run. That's his first carry tonight, getting some fresh legs in there for Princeton. So down to 14, on 2nd and 4. Engelman keeps it inside of that right tackle. Breaks a tackle. He's down to the 2. Engelman just running through, around, over.
No, again, as they slow,
flag.
Now the defense is going to upper body, trying to wrap them up around the upper, arms, and we're not getting low tackling. They're not getting fast to the tackle. Like I said, it's just totally changed. But again, I can tell you this much. One of your favorite coaches, Vince Lombardi, he used to do the grass drills, up downs. I drove past there on 75 2 days ago, and Princeton was out there doing them.
Good old up downs.
Well, the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl with Forrest Gregg, the Bengals did them. But Forrest Gregg played for Lombardi.
Here's Engelman with Flowers next to him. A little counter.
See, they're just running at will, whatever play they want on. Now they're going up the middle, around the end, off tackle.
I'll keep it on the ground here if I'm Princeton. 3rd and 6, and you're, like you said, running at will. Might look at 16, Jaleel Engelman. Here's your line, just pulling and pushing.
Well, you got defenders ducking, moving, getting away from. They don't
he didn't have to block anybody.
He didn't have to block nobody. They're running from his block. They're backing away from it.
You see Engelman or Woods on a sweep here, possibly.
They look over to Coach. Coach sends in a signal.
Keeps it. He's going to throw. Back of the end zone. Harris going up for it. Incomplete. You're just right at the. Man, they're going to bring Walker out. This is right at his distance. I would say this is just inside his range, but he's got to hit it well. We saw Walker warming up pregame, and his max seemed to be about 30 to 35 yards.
I'm surprised they didn't put that girl from halftime in. She was hitting them from 40.
It's a 32-yarder. His max warming up seemed to be about 35 yards. He's got that good. (52-31). It's a 3-score lead for the Vikings. Anderson will have to get to work. They'll have to score quick and get some turnovers or quick defensive stops. And as we have noted already, Anderson defense doesn't seem to be up to the task of stopping Princeton right now.
Well, we got 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. If Anderson's going to get back into this, they're going to have to score quick. Because what is it, 3-score game?
Yeah. to the right.
He caught it out of bounds. They're going to start on the 9-yard line.
All right. I've never seen that play. I don't think I've ever seen that play. What happens if a player is standing out of bounds and he catches it?
Well, he thought it was still out of bounds. The coach is over there yelling at him, so the rule must be that the ball has to hit out of the bounds.
Probably.
Because the official doesn't hesitate. They're marking it at, they're giving it the 10-yard line. And the coach got on the player for it.
Yeah, my guess is
he was outside. That ball still could have basically hit inbounds.
I guess it'd probably be no different than if he just smacked it out of bounds.
Going quads to the right. He goes out to the left.
Quick throw to number 15, Connor Casey.
And they didn't stop the clock. It's still running. They marked him down inbounds.
Another cramp.
Yeah, we got another cramp. They may be cramping, but tell you what, they ain't slowing down.
Nope.
They just put another player in that's just as fast, I guess.
Connor Casey again. If they keep giving Casey this cushion on the backside with the quads, they're just going to keep taking this all the way down the field.
Yep. Yeah, but what did we count at the beginning of the game? Princeton has like 72 ball players or something.
Yep.
I mean, they can just keep putting speed back out on the field.
Yep. And what you do is you're going to keep running this until they decide to come up and press it, and then you're going to fake it.
He's pressing it right now. That's the reason he rolled to the quad side.
Downfield on the comeback route for Upchurch. It's not there. I'd run the quads again and pump fake the quick throw and then have him hit the go.
Well, that's what Princeton did on that first pass to, was it Myers?
Yep.
Remember that they hit him on a quick pass, and then they faked a quick pass, and then he took off downfield, and that's when he got it down to the 1-yard line. Now he looked at it.
Yeah, they're setting it up.
Screen.
That's a Santos Alvarez. He ran to his own player. So they're setting this up. It's likely to happen on this drive if they keep going down the field. So watch the look.
He looks over to the quick out and then comes back to the screen. See the lineman out block, but whoa. That defensive guy just knocked the offensive lineman back.
There's another quick hitch on the right side of the field.
You know they're going to play something to Mounts, and they're going to wind up hitting, what number 6's name?
Upchurch.
Upchurch, going to hit Upchurch on a go. There's the same play, exact same play.
They're just going to take what Princeton gives them right now. And if you're Princeton, you can afford this. You can do this. It's fine. You got a three-score lead. They can't stop you on offense.
What he did on that was he ran down the field like he was going to go on a go, and then he puts on his brakes. The defender keeps going, and he turns around and receives the ball.
Same thing. Nope, down the seams that time.
But Princeton can be playing soft. Like I said, they're 3 scores up.
Yeah, they can afford this, like I said. Princeton's going to take a timeout.
I mean, this could be the coach not wanting to give that up like this, you know? Because a team in the habit of it, you know, if they're up playing easy.
Coach doesn't want
No.
You know, they are okay to do it. As long as your offense can come back out and sustain another drive. That's the trick to it.
Well, that's how you let teams back in the game. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the trick. You got to be able to sustain a drive
after it.
That's where you let teams back in. Is, you know, you let them do this, then you get the ball back and go 3 and out.
I mean, that's their head coach down there talking to him, not the coordinator. You know, he's telling them, look, let's put a stop to this. I want them to stop right now.
New Princeton head coach Andre Parker, his first game as a Viking head coach. He's got that pass easy. What a throw by Scoff there. It's Joey Faulkner. And now you just wasted a timeout there, I think, you know.
Yeah, he's got his coaches going down the sideline now, shaking their head and telling the head coach, you know, I told you, yeah, I told you. Yeah. They're up and they're
now
just playing soft.
Yeah, the tipping point's going to be this next drive because
they're still got 8 to bring it
is
up.
Princeton going to be able to sustain
Come
the
back
drive
up.
and come down and score? Here's the touchdown. Can Princeton sustain the drive, come down and score, and put it back to a 3-score game? Or does Anderson force a 3 and out or a turnover of some sort to really flip the momentum on its head?
And on that last defensive play, you've seen that. I mean, the defensive back wasn't even near the receiver.
So we may still be on pace for 2 teams in the 50s here. One more look at the touchdown. Griffin Scalp just lobs it down the middle.
Right down the middle. He had him beat by 3 steps. I mean, you can see it was like they just were half trying, you know. But now you got to get your running game going.
Right, like I said, this drive really is the one that's going to make or break the game for, I think, for either team, because if Anderson can get a 3 and out or a turnover, that's big momentum. If Princeton can sustain the drive and come down and just put a score back on and make it a 3-score game again, pretty much negates everything that Anderson
just did. Right. And we're at 90 points, 52 to 38.
I always knew that math degree would come in handy.
Hey, yeah. They're looking at the sideline. They want to know the onside kick or if he's kicking deep.
Oh, Princeton's got their hands team up. They got 10 up and 1 back. Princeton's ready for it. I'd imagine with all 3 of their timeouts that they're just going to kick this thing deep here.
He angled the ball. And now you got a player moving back to where he angled it to. Probably more of a squib or something between them. Nope, he took it deep through the end zone.
Yeah, you got 3 timeouts. You can do that. They're throwing a flag for something.
Offsides, you get talking to Princeton down here for something.
Thinking it's a sideline warning.
Yeah, you got the referee down there with the Princeton coaches, and was something said, or?
I'm thinking a sideline warning. That's my guess.
Well, he's picking a flag up, so. No.
Well, you got another flag in the middle of the field, too.
Okay.
So the flag in the middle and a flag from the line judge. I'm thinking maybe you have two penalties here. Personal foul on Princeton.
No,
Anderson. Sorry, Anderson. Nope, now he's signaling against Princeton.
Now he changed it. Now he's saying Princeton.
First time he pointed Anderson, now he points Princeton.
Now he's pointing Princeton. The white hat was turned around. The opposite way he did it towards Anderson. He was facing the other stands. They'll get it right. It's a white hat. He was facing that way, and he went face there.
I think it was something with the sideline.
They come over and said something to the sideline. I don't know if they threw it against the bench, because he did come over and talk to the coaches.
So here goes that Princeton offense. The good news is it was dead ball. I think they're calling it, so it was a dead ball, so it's 1st and 10 instead of 1st and 25. Run up the middle, I think that's Borden.
Got about 4 yards up the middle.
4, maybe 5 yards. Being a 4. All you need is 4 yards of play. Take your time.
Down under 7 minutes.
I'd be looking to maybe hit that bubble with Engelman or jet sweep with Woods.
Keep it on the ground, clock running.
Up the middle again, only about 2 yards this time. Maybe 3. It's gonna bring up 3rd and about 3 yards.
I see the clock's in their favor. They got, it's going to be down to almost 6:30. 6:35 or something by the time they got to snap it.
It's 3rd and 3. You pick up the 1st down here.
They're just
You're really going to put Anderson's
slow.
backs against the wall.
They're just going slow, running the clock down.
Borden's in the backfield. Here comes Woods. It's the jet sweep. He cannot get the corner. He makes a cut. Cuts back inside, stays in bounds. He's down to 38. What an effort by Riley Woods.
And they had him stopped in the backfield. He just kept
They
waiting.
had him stopped, and that right there might be the this might be the play of the game.
You see right here, he comes up. There's
Look at this
1, 2, 3,
blocking
4,
here.
5, 6.
Look at this blocking by 51.
They kept blocking. Right, and the hole finally opened up for him. And that's what I said. He was just patient. He waited for the hole to open. And that was a big 1st down, because now you're talking another almost 2 minutes off the clock, taking it down to 4 minutes in the ball game by the next time you change of possession.
Anderson does have all 3 of their timeouts. Engelman pulls it back. He's got room to go. He might take it to the house. 35-30. Race on the sideline. Cut back inside. Can he stay on his feet and go?
Oh, he's trying. He's wanting it
He's
down to the
the
wall.
2-yard line.
2, man. He didn't want it to go down. He wanted that score.
Get out of here with this kid. Get out of here with this kid.
He's got to be over. Yeah, he's got to be over 300 yards. I mean, just the effort. Look, he broke one in the backfield, put his hand down there. Now another block there, broken free. And right here, just this. Look, let's stop. He tries to cut back, move over, and he's holding. Now it's 1, 2, 3. And he keeps driving and driving. 4 people finally to bring him down. He was down up to the 1.5 yard line.
Fumbled snap. TJ's on top of it. $233 yards rushing for TJ Engelman and 297 yards passing.
So he's over 500 yards for the game.
Yeah. Anderson takes their first timeout.
With 5:35 left.
For those of you fans watching live at home, watching live at home, I just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that Joey Votto still bangs. One more look at Engelman's run as the Vikings break the huddle and get ready here.
I mean, it's just super effort on his part.
We were seeing a battle of quarterbacks and a battle of turnovers tonight.
I mean, he was fighting for it. He wanted a touchdown. It took 4 people to bring him down.
Engelman,
he's going to get it this time. He got it. Yes, he does.
What a night for this young man. This kid is close to 600 all-purpose yards. (58-38) Vikings, and T.J. Engelman have a night.
He gets a block on the edge and just beats him to the cone.
Blocked extra point.
And we get a flag.
Now we got a flag. There's a flag.
Well, that had to be their third team kicker. We've seen 49 and 46 warming up, and that was number 6 that tried that kick.
Second sportsmanlike on Princeton. That'll be something they're going to need to clean up, because in closer games, you can't have this.
No. That's 2 of them.
So unsportsmanlike was signaled by the light out here. Yep, unsportsmanlike on Princeton.
Yep. Yeah, there was unsportsmanlike after the kick. So he blocked it. I think he said something to him. I seen the kicker head moving, like he said something to him.
Folks, T.J. Engelman is 14 of 21, 297 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns. He has over 230 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns. Get out of here. There's the kickoff. Upchurch takes up the 25. He's got good blocking. Cuts back. Up there at the 42. It's a good field position. Anderson's going to need some help now. They're going to need a little bit of. They're almost in that miracle territory, or where they're going to need just something drastic to happen. First of all, obviously it's a score, but after that, then you're going to need some sort of a turnover, an onside kick to really kind of keep things going.
Yeah, after that, 3 scores down, they're going to have to go onside.
You already used 1 timeout. You only got 2.
Right. And either one of them scores, that means we're going over a century mark. We're already at 96 points.
Yeah, and
you said a shootout. It's been a shootout.
I feel like if Anderson scores, T.J. Engelman's night is not done. If Anderson scores. And there's Santos Alvarez drops a pass.
Wide open, and he just dropped it right down the seam.
Great throw by Scoff. I tell you, Scoff has really done so well in the second half. He's thrown a couple picks, yeah, but his throws are better timing. They're more accurate.
They're not behind him and high like they were in the first quarter.
So it seems like a role he's going to slowly grow into here for Anderson. Look at this, eyes downfield. Great job there, scrambling by Scoff. rolling out. He's got pressure coming behind him. It doesn't bother him. Keeps his eyes downfield and finds Faulkner for first down. Here it is right here. The pressure.
Roll out the pressure.
But look at his eyes downfield.
Eye downfield, finding his receiver coming back to him. Scramble drill. Complete.
Here it goes again. Faulkner couldn't handle that one. I guess that I'd be home by 10 o'clock. This is a very long game, a very entertaining game. There's the quads with the quick hitch on the backside. Faulkner has a first down, and he's out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
Yeah, they moved the ball down there. They've only taken maybe 20 seconds off the clock because of getting out of bounds.
There's the fake. They faked the quick throw. There's that. We were saying they were building it last drive, and they paid off. They paid off onto this drive.
Faking outs, and then they go. And we just hit the century mark.
Yep. This is a good old-fashioned offensive showcase here. Fake. Look at Upchurch selling it too. Hey, I'm open. So, I'm going to guess that TJ Engelman's night is not finished.
Well, they scored 24 seconds, so there's 4:46 left.
And it was Upchurch that actually kicked that extra point. Did you see that?
Yep.
There's another look at the touchdown. Look at Scoff standing there and take a hit.
Yeah, take a hit and deliver a touchdown
gracious,
throw.
Man, we're seeing a quarterback showcase tonight. This is the Skyline and Chili Crossdown Showdown. This is a quarterback showdown.
Yep.
So the hands team is up. Got 10 Vikings.
I wonder if the regular kicker got it. No.
No, that's 28.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wonder what happened to Hayden Brook. Onside kick. First one misses. It's still on the ground. I think Princeton has it.
Got it. Yeah, they got it.
Looking to see if TJ Engelman is coming back on. He is. He's out in the huddle. He's coming back out. This should be a running back heavy drive here. TJ Engelman's done his part for the night.
Well, we got 4:42 left. 2-score game.
He keeps it. He cuts back inside. He's going to give another 4 or 5 yards here. I'll pick up 6.
Number 5, DJ Engelman. Anderson Raptors. Second and down for the Vikings. School is tomorrow. Don't forget.
thank our folks down in the truck behind the cameras. Producer director Josh Simsrock. D. Stewart on camera. Eric Johan. Cindy
Gotta go off tackle.
Here's a Monty Stewart run. Katrina Jones down there helping in the truck. Remember, you can volunteer as well for ICRC-TV. The Vikings pick up a first down.
That's a different right tackle in there. That's number 74 before
yep.
It was 75.
Yep. I'd say Josh Younger's night is done. He's done enough.
And he was producing some gaping holes over on that side.
So Monty Stewart up the middle. 8 yards. If the Vikings score on this drive, we'll go over 1,200 yards total offense for both teams.
That's a lot of yards to put up in a game. 600 apiece.
It's a little bit over 700 for the Vikings, right around just a little bit under 500 for the Raptors.
First down.
Well, unless you have one of those miracle games, like the old Heidi thing, the Raiders back in the 60s. That first down, about 2:40 something left, is going to probably close this game out.
Looks like Borden next to Engelman. That's Borden. 2-3 yards. Wish we had a microphone down there with Josh. Josh, I'm going to ask you, on air here, hit me up in my ear. Have you ever produced a game with almost 1,200 yards of offense? So it'd definitely be a first for me, partaking in an offensive game like this. Yeah, we're well over 100 points, 103 points.
3 points.
I think we're at 1,175 yards right now. We're all just happy to be here, says Josh, and I can't disagree. Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown, 24th year. We got Skyline in halftime. I saw Eric Johan, our camera op. I think he came in and got a cheese coney. I think there's still some up here for you guys down the truck. And the Reds won. And Joey Votto hit a home run.
Then, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
2:27 on the clock. Aaron, 2:27.
2:27 on the clock. They have a little malfunction with the clock and field time. They got it corrected.
We're in the crossfire between the people that run the press box and the people that run the clock. It's a fun spot to be in. Hands off to Borden. Nothing doing here, but he makes something out of nothing. Oh, yeah, he gets 2 yards. And Anderson will take one of their two, or actually I think that might be their last one, their last timeout. That is their final timeout. I mean, Anderson's at the point of needing a turnover, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown. You need a miracle. And if we were to see that, I would indeed call that the craziest game I've ever seen. This looks like a high school basketball score.
Yeah, it does. 58-45.
Yeah.
We got 2:17 left in the game. It's 3rd down. Anderson's out of timeouts. Princeton's trying to seal it.
Little counter here with Amani Steele. He cuts back.
He
And a first down here. That's gonna seal it.
We got the
the clock will stop while they move the chains, and they'll start running. And then they'll just take 3 knees and get out of here. And I don't need to tell you this, but I was going to say, I don't need to tell you this, but the MVP of this game for the Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown, they name an MVP. Do you want to guess who that is?
Let me guess. He wears number 5.
Absolutely. And of the 1,200 yards that we've seen tonight, he's responsible for almost 600 of them.
Prince is just letting the clock run down.
It's only 2 knees and they're out of here.
Yep.
That's Flowers. He's close to another first down. You can just take a knee on this thing and it's over. Another cramp for Princeton. Come on, young man, tough it out. 50 seconds. Yep, take a knee and you're out of here, coach.
No, you got 27 on the play clock. I have to do 2.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll still get the play clock to run after this play.
Right. Now, it's been a good game. Hope everybody enjoyed it. A lot of offense, a lot of action. And you got to see a young quarterback that didn't think he was going to be playing beginning of the week. Get the call, answered it.
He should be a little short, maybe right at the stick. But it doesn't matter because clock's running out.
1, and that's it. First game of the year's in. 58-45.
I'm gonna beat this one with a what's that? Beating the horse with that, But this was a very juicy crosstown
yes,
showdown.
You said it was going to be a juicy, high-scoring game, and it sure was.
So your final, again, before we go, thank you to the crew, Josh Simstrad, Eric Gilhan, and others. Princeton Vikings 58, Anderson Raptors 45, TJ Engelman, almost 600 yards, all-purpose passing, rushing, 6 touchdowns. What a game. For Mike McGahey, I'm Ryan McGahey. Good night.